Yeah, yeah, baby. Get down. Yo, good evening, agents. This message won't last. Mission Imposable, we moving fast. Starring Enders and Agent Variant 2. Toy photography crew, what we about to do. Posing figures in epic scenes. Lights flash bright, macro shots tight. Making toys fight. Imposable missions. We're passing in pose. This show gon' blow. Everybody knows. Enders on the set, directing the frame. Agent Variant sneaking, playing the game. From rooftops to streets, many worlds we create. Action figures for life, never hesitate. Mission Imposable, toys come alive. Figures domino, but we still thrive. Camera clicks quick, self-destructing 5. Toy photo live, yeah, we have arrived.
Woo! There we go. What's going on? Welcome. Mission Imposable 8, if I'm correct. I hope I got that right. Yes, welcome. We are back for another show. With me is my man, my co-host always, Ender Shadow. I never know what side you're on. There we go. Ender Shadow hanging out. And today we have fantastic photographer. I was dying to get you on. Pepe, right? Pepe. I'm just going to call you Zero.
Pepe or Zero.
There you go.
Perfectly fine.
Collector Zero. What's going on?
Not
How
much,
you doing?
fellas. Not much. Just, sipping back on some hydration here.
There you go.
Excited to hang with you guys tonight. So
Perfect. I know we were talking a little bit in the back end, trying to sort some stuff out. So I got to know you a little bit.
Dude, you need a Tommy gun for that intro.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah,
As a
we
matter
were
of fact,
just talking about it. I'm like,
I know, talking about my shenanigans with my Tommy gun.
Diggs the animator, get on it.
Yeah. Diggs is the one that animates all this stuff, with his
dude,
AI
that's a hell of an intro, man. Honestly,
yeah.
catchy song, dude. Everything, like props, man.
There you go. Big up to Diggs. So how is everybody doing? Everybody doing good?
We good, man. I am good.
Yeah, we
long day
hit
today,
some,
man, but here we are. So.
Right. We hit some 70-degree weather last week here in New York, and everybody was like, yeah, and then it just kind of dropped again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah.
We had a huge windstorm, dude. I mean, just wind just going crazy. So it knocked out power poles, everything last night. So before I hopped on the show, I was fixing the siding to my house, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
man.
siding just blew off like the side. And my son's like, Dad, what's that? And I'm like, grab the hammer to get out, man. Let's go.
It's the house. It's the house.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing, man, before.
That's right. So people probably don't know where you're at. You are out in Texas, right?
That's right, man. San Antonio. Good old San Antonio.
There you go. San Antonio. I was telling you before, I have actually family in San Antonio, and I love going out there, man. It's just it's a lot of fun when I go out there.
A lot of people, like I was telling you, I was like, a lot of people think it's Mexico, but it's really not.
Right. It's just super close.
It's just like really close.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Right. You get better tacos if you drive 2 hours south,
Wow. So yeah, we usually just, we get right into it. Listen, dude, you have a fantastic feed,
Thank you,
your photos are just fantastic. And so we were talking in the back end, and you on your page, it says you were a former law enforcement.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So you worked for, was it police department? What, were you?
Yeah. So no, I worked for Border Patrol down in the southern border. So in Laredo, I was a Border Patrol agent for 14 years, man. So yeah, went in really young too, man. I think I was 19 when I was at the academy, right out of high school.
Wow, really?
Took off and did 14 years. I was a canine handler, all that good stuff. But I resigned 14 years in. I was like doing a wedding business. Wedding photography was my thing. Photography's been a big thing, part of my life, man, since, I mean, I'm sure you've heard, since I was a kid and my grandpa handed me a camera kind of thing. But yeah, dude, it's been a big part of me, man. So I went full time with the wedding business, which is where Zero comes from. Mm-hmm. And it's been 12 years, man, full time. So
wow. So you resigned from law enforcement to do wedding photography,
Yep.
and you still do it till this day.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm actually in the middle of my busiest month, man. So I have so this week and coming up, I have a Friday wedding. It's two brides, and then Saturday another two brides. So yeah, back to
Wow.
back double bride weddings. So
I
it's gonna
mean,
be a crazy one.
weddings can be very stressful. You don't get like super stressed out when you're shooting weddings, man. Well, then again, you've been doing it for so long, right?
Yeah, dude, honestly, man, I mean, I started weddings while I was in my old career. I started shooting weddings then, side by side. I don't know, man. I don't really stress out unless I don't get some of the shots that I want. But I don't know, dude. I got a lot of great couples, man. We have fun every single time. Every wedding, it's like we become friends literally with every single one of my couples, man. So it's very personal, and I get to meet everyone. I do a lot of this face to face with all my couples, like on the daily,
Right.
which is when you're like, hey, let's hop on the channel. I'm like, hell yeah, I do this every day. Yeah. So,
Very
but
cool.
I'm a people person, man. Got good vibes. I'm always out to just have a good time and take care of their families and everything.
Right.
I'm about
right.
that too. So no, it's never really like, oh, I'm stressing out kind of thing. I actually make a joke about it. I'm like, man, I left my other career because I didn't want to stress.
Right. Exactly. You don't get wasted at the weddings, man. Be like, just
I
drinking
do.
and shooting
Yeah,
photos.
sometimes I do, but
Because I do.
not totally smashed, but I do. And dude,
Yeah, free drinks, right? I mean,
yeah. I went to Guadalajara, which is in Mexico, like the tequila capital. One
Right.
of my brides flew me and my wife out there.
Wow.
She's like, hey,
Nice.
bring your wife. We're gonna go, do the tequila tours, and then you're gonna shoot the wedding on the weekend. I'm like, hey, I'm all for it, man.
All the
I'm
photos
down.
came out blurry that weekend.
So I was already, dude. I was like prime time. I made sure I didn't like drink too much, But the night of the wedding, I'm a lightweight, man. I can't really drink too much, but it was a lot of fun, dude. Definitely all those experiences, man. I mean,
Right. That's awesome.
all the people you meet.
Yeah, I get you. And it's funny that you stay in contact with some of them. You become friends and stuff. That's wild.
Yeah, dude. On my birthday, I'll get like gifts on my door. I'll get like money PayPal'd over, like Pepe, hey, happy birthday. Cool. Go buy a beer or something. I mean, a lot of these couples are, it's like word of mouth is my biggest, what do you want to call when you say you
like right, exactly. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I get just, I mean, I just had one of my brides 2 years ago. Her mom booked me last year for her retirement party. So I shot her retirement party. I don't even do retirement parties, but she's like, hey, please come shoot the retirement party. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. And then her two sons just booked me for their weddings this year and the next year.
Nice.
So I'm going to see everybody again. The wedding I had last Saturday, same thing.
Right.
It was the brother to one of my past grooms this past November. And then these weddings that I have coming up, one of them is the sister to one of my grooms. So it's very like everybody, I know half of the family by now.
So let me ask you something. Do you have, when you go out to shoot weddings, right? I'm assuming you have an assistant, somebody that helps you bring some stuff.
No, it's just me.
Damn, really? Holy Toledo.
Yeah, I fly solo, man.
Wow. That's
just
crazy.
me in this setup right here. That one light.
That one.
That's
just
it,
walking around.
And then I got 2 cameras on my waist, 2 lenses. Boom, let's go.
Wow. All right. So you're obviously a camera shooter. You don't shoot with the phone and stuff like that. So what is the camera that you shoot with? What do you have?
So for work, man, I shoot I got 2 Sony A7 IVs. Those are my run and gun on wedding day. Those are my workhorses, with a 35 and an 85 and an additional 55 lens. But for all my toy photos, man, this bad boy right here.
So is that, hold on a second. So that's is that a Fuji or?
Yeah, Fuji X-T5.
Nice.
So, I mean, dude, it's got the little flip screen on there. Boom.
Yeah.
And it's got the flip screen this way too.
That is amazing. That is really so
yeah, because you can just kind of, and then I just pop a 60 mil macro on here.
Wow.
Because you can get really close.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Really, really
And-
close. And then I'll switch to like a 23 or a
Right.
50.
The fact that it flips up like that, because sometimes I'm shooting and I gotta like, if I'm shooting low, I gotta get really low
Yeah.
to see it. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and you're doing
Yeah.
this like, you know,
How old would
next
you
thing
say
you're
that?
under the table, you know?
Right.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
How old would you say that camera is?
Man, this camera, the X-T5, I'd say at least 4 years old, I want to
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I asked you that is because a lot of people now are like, oh, I don't know what camera to get. I don't know which camera I should get. But you know what? I've told people now that all cameras are good.
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
you really can't buy a bad camera now. They're all really good. They all have high pixels. They all have a lot of options and settings and stuff like that. Back then, you couldn't find that. You had to kind of like keep upgrading when you basically worked out your whole camera. You're like, I outgrow this camera. You got to buy another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, if you buy a camera now, it should be like,
Dude, I'm like the last person that upgrades any photo stuff. Like I use my gear till like it's
till it falls
yeah,
apart.
especially like for my wedding stuff, same thing. I'm like, oh, it's still working, it's still good, you know. I don't know. I guess because I started photography when you didn't really have as many options,
Mhm.
you know, and so you used what you had until it was done, you know. And
Right.
now it's like it's just caught up so much. It's like damn,
Yeah,
it's like the
know.
latest
Now
and greatest.
Right.
You know?
Now you buy one camera and a couple of lenses and you really don't need anything else. I mean, with
Yeah.
that, you're good to go. and I it's funny because I'm a Sony shooter and I like the way that the Fuji shoots because it sort of gives high contrast colors, you know,
Uh-huh.
and I like that. I like
Dude,
that.
those JPEGs, man, that come out of it.
Right. Yeah, it's great.
It's
I'm
really
assuming
good.
you shoot, but you know, do you shoot in? I'm assuming you shoot in RAW when you're shooting your toy photography.
Yeah,
right?
all raw. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I go into raw and it's very rare if I do JPEG, but I do
Right.
raw and then I'll pass it over to Lightroom and I start like my basic stuff there.
Right.
And
Okay.
occasionally I'll throw it in Photoshop if I want to do like color balancing, you know,
Yep.
and then that's it. But it's very, I think it's very light editing. You know, I'm not really. I suck at like special effects and all that. Like the smoke, I use the same smoke. I've been using the smoke like I just copy and paste it. You know, opacity.
Oh my God, I do the same thing. I do exactly the same thing. Okay, you and I are on the same page because I have on my computer, I have a folder full of like transparencies, right?
Yeah.
And when I need fog, I just go to the fog transparency, boop, and put it in.
Yeah,
And
like,
it's
put
the
it in there.
same, right? It's the same fog transparency as all my. The only thing I might change is in some photos I might blur it a little bit. In some photos I might like the opacity bring it down a little bit because it's on a back.
Yeah, like if it's
dark.
further away or
Right,
it's like closer.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, you should try Adobe Express, man, because you can download the app and you can do you use that?
no, because that was another thing that I was going to ask you. I noticed, take a look at your account in a little bit, but I noticed that in some of your, I think behind the scenes, when you put the description, you write, Lightroom, Photoshop, and Adobe did you say Adobe Express?
Adobe Express, yeah.
Right. So I've never used Adobe Express. What does it do?
Dude, so it's it's part of the whole suite thing, right? So one day I was like, man, what is this? And I popped it open and it's got all these templates already. So when I export my photo for Instagram, it's exported at the 1440 pixels by 1080 on the long end, and it's already cropped to 4:3, right? So I export it and then I grab it and I'll open it up on Adobe Express, and that's where I create my logo and stuff.
Oh,
So you see the little logo down there, and then dude, it's freaking awesome because there's just one little button that you put add element, and you can search like smoke or sparks or window light,
wow,
light rays,
really?
dust
Okay.
particles.
All right.
And you'll get them and you'll just like drag them on your phone, and then you can just like change the opacity and blur them out if you need to, and you're done.
Wow.
Like it's really easy to do, man.
All right, that's my next thing is because I have the suite and I only use Photoshop and Lightroom and Illustrator.
Yeah,
I'll use.
It's been years since I used Illustrator, man.
What was that? You can't?
Like it's been years, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I use Illustrator more for, I want to say more for type.
Okay, yeah.
For type,
True.
And for any shapes that I want distorted and stuff like that, I may use Illustrator. The rest is Photoshop, Lightroom, and all that other good stuff. So
yeah,
wow.
Dude, you'll love it, man. I think you'll dig it.
That's crazy.
Because you tried doing light rays on Photoshop, I'm sure.
Yes.
You have to set the little the path and then you have the gradient. Dude,
yep.
It's a mess, man.
Right.
And then by the time you want to use it again, you forget how to do it. So you're YouTubing how to do it.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh my God, it's midnight.
All right.
No
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does it. Okay, hold on a second.
Dude.
YouTube, how the
I've
hell
been doing this forever, man, and I still suck at Photoshop, dude. So.
Yeah, it's funny that you would say that because I was talking in the last stream when we were talking to Corona 4, I was telling them that, I've been using Photoshop since Photoshop 3, right? Since when they used to send them on those on the floppy disk.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Remember that? They send you 15 dude. Floppy disks and you had to load them into the computer.
With the AOL one,
Right. And it's I think you know what? Here it is. Look here. Here it is.
Dude, George, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
Is dating himself.
Yes. Anyway.
Back in 17 BC when we gave us floppies.
But anyway, so again, I do the same thing, Photoshop and just Lightroom, but Adobe Express, I gotta take a look at that.
Yeah.
So you went from law enforcement, wedding photographer, right? What got you into toy photography?
So for a while, man, I didn't even know I was collecting stuff, really. I used to walk around I used to walk around.
That's funny.
Just pop up in the house, And
I'm like, damn, that's a cool figure, man. It looks really cool. And I was like, I knew I wanted it, but I'm like, man, I'm like a grown ass man. Why am I buying this? So I just kind of put it back, right? And this was after high school and stuff. And so little by little, I'm like, man, I bought a camera, my first digital DSLR, which was a Canon Rebel.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get familiar with it because I had just come off a Canon AE1 shooting 35mm film and stuff.
Oh my God, I had the same camera too. You and I, man.
I still have that camera, man.
I sold it and I regret it. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I know.
No. And I was like, I walked into a Spencer's, dude. You remember Spencer's, right?
Mm-hmm. Like Hot Topic.
I remember I walked all the way to the back and they had this toy section and it was around Halloween and I was like, oh, this is some cool. It was like a 3-pack and it had a Jason Voorhees, it had a Freddy Krueger and someone else. I don't remember who it was. So I bought it. They looked like Lego figures, kind of, but I'm like, man, those are badass figures. I don't even know who the maker was, none of that. So I took them home and I started shooting those guys.
Wow, you did.
I started shooting those little figures with the camera with some window light. And then I would put regular Christmas lights behind them, and I would shoot them and stuff. I would even add effects on the machete and stuff like that, and I would upload them to Flickr, man.
Wow.
And so when I started doing that, I didn't know it was toy photography. I just this was 17 years ago, man. 18 years.
Yeah,
18 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is so cool. So I started looking for more figures, man, and then I started buying some Star Wars figures.
Mm-hmm.
And then Attack of the Clones came out. And then Attack of the Clones got me back into it.
Right.
And then I started just all Star Wars. And then I didn't shoot figures anymore until 2017, 2016.
Okay.
I started shooting more Black Series figures. And in my old account, I used to follow Black Series.
Right.
Plastic Action.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant Bananas. And at the time, this was before COVID, dude. And you wouldn't see almost any toy photographers on there, man. So when I saw them, I'm like, holy, this is a thing.
Right, right.
And it was on Instagram and it wasn't on Flickr,
Right.
And I took off from there, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
what was the question again? I don't remember what the question was.
No, what got you into the toy photography? That's pretty much it. That's wild. I mean, I can't. I was always a collector. I always had my thing was statues. I just collect a lot of these statues and stuff like that. And I had a couple of small figures, but I didn't really pay them any mind until I saw a picture on the internet, on YouTube or whatever it was, and I was like, oh my God, what's that? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, And then finally, when it hit me, I was like, wow, this is toy photography. Like I look at my stuff and I'm like, wow, you can actually do that? Like you can do I can shoot them, like instead of just letting them sit there. And then I fell down that rabbit hole. And Star Wars was the gateway. I think Star Wars is the gateway for a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
That start this is like, it's always like, I had a huge amount of
I think there's that connection too. Like, you're a kid, you grew up watching Star Wars, and then for some reason or the other, you're expected to, like, hey, you grew up, leave your toys behind. You know what I mean? Like, don't be buying that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Right. And so that's kind of like what happened with me too. And I just like, but I would still like walk down the toy aisle and be like, damn, that's a badass flexing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, man. I just started shooting with that DSLR, and I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna shoot figures with this. So that's kind of how it took off. But
so, you mentioned your son earlier, right?
Yeah.
What does the family think about this toy photography?
Oh, dude. So my wife's like super supportive, man, always.
Okay.
She's like, oh my God, that's amazing. That looks really good. And how does this look? And how does that? And this and that, right? My son, he's always in here in this room. He'll come in late at night, usually when I'm still working or something, and he'll have like a Five Nights at Freddy figure. And he's 12 now, and he's trying to build a diorama.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he's been shooting for years, but he doesn't still quite know the
ins and outs,
especially like handling the camera, the aperture, the shutter speed.
Right.
And I never really pushed it on him. Since he was a kid, I'd hang a little Fuji on his neck and he'd go and he'd shoot, but I never was like, hey, this is shutter speed, this is aperture.
Right.
Until recently that he's like, it's because it looks dark, Dad. And I'm like, well, this is why, man.
Right.
And he's like, little by little, so that way I don't like bombard him with it, and then he's like, I'm out of here. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
but
Jedi mind tricked him into it.
Yeah.
Jedi mind tricked him into it.
Right.
Yeah, but no, they're super, man. They're super supportive. They put up with all my mess back here.
Right.
Everywhere. And
yeah, I have 12-year-old twins.
Oh,
and boy and girl. And they're gonna be 13 in May, and you know what? They couldn't care less about my figures.
Really?
Yeah. They like to see the final shot, right? Like I'll be setting stuff up, and they're like, "Oh, that looks cool," whatever. They're like, "Show it to me when you're done," And then I'll show it to them. I'll be like, "Look, the diorama's done, and I've set it up." They look, oh, okay. Then they leave. And then finally, when I'm done with the photo, I was like, you guys want to see the photo? Like, yeah. And then that's when they get excited, when they actually see the photo, But in terms of like coming down here and looking at, their computers and with their friends on the phones and all that, they couldn't care less.
Dude, see, because my son, like, he'll come in here and he'll start telling me like, Dad, what if you do this and move that over here and like put this over here? I'll even show him the photos like when I upload them, and he'll be like, oh, that's cool. Or he'll be like, and he'll tell me like something about it. And I love asking him his input, because he has good ideas, and he has like these good critiques,
Right.
In a world where you're surrounded by family and friends and everyone thinks you're like, oh my God, you do amazing work, right? It's like, it's good to be like, hey, yeah, but that right there, it's like, oh, you know what, dude, I didn't notice that, man. I'm like, you're right, dude. So I picked up some stuff from him that a little more attention to detail things, and he's got more of that, kid mind. So he's got these other ideas where I'm trying to be very like professional almost,
Right.
And he's like, oh, Dad, why don't you do this? And I'm like, oh, dude, that I would have not thought of that. Like, that's a cool idea. Right.
So it's funny. I talk a lot with my brother, and he usually will come up with stuff like, oh, you should shoot this like this, and you should some of the stuff he does. I'm like, all right, hold on a second, I can't do that, But he'll give me a lot of ideas, a lot of great ideas to shoot, because it's always good to hear it from someone else, right? To say, oh, you should do it like this, you should do it like that, so you can get different ideas and inspiration and stuff like that. So
yeah, you need some good solid like critique.
Right.
We're in the echo chamber, all of us. And somebody uploads a photo and it's all positive stuff, right? So that group that I was telling you guys that I'm in, I'll tell the guys like, hey guys, Like I uploaded this whole behind the scenes on how I did this one shot. And so the guys will comment like, man, that looks awesome. Great. Awesome. And I'm like, guys, ask questions about the lighting. Don't feel that you have to come in here and praise what I uploaded.
Right.
Just like ask anything, man. You don't even have to say anything. Just look at it and apply it.
Right.
So you have to have some of that,
I'm going to bring up your account because since we're talking about all these photos, I want to show how amazing this stuff is. I'll make sure that you guys can see that. Can you guys see the account?
Yeah, my Safe for Work account. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. but yeah, you listen. Your feed is fantastic.
Thank you,
and I know we were also talking about in the back room how you do a shot, but you also put the behind the scenes, which is what everybody absolutely loves to see. And look at this. I mean, this is so creative, so awesome, right? So over here, you got and everything is on its side, right? So that you can shoot it and then rotate the photo. So this is great, man. This is like
change the angle,
Look at that.
No tripod.
Right. Yeah, and that's the other thing that we're gonna talk about because you say that you use a lot of flash photography. You use flashes in your photography.
Yeah, that's the main light always.
Wow. So yeah. So I wanna. Is there a photo in here that will show some of this flash photography? Because
so
you don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're good. There's that link one, and then there's another one before that one. I think it's that one with the skeleton face.
This one
might still. Well, that one kind of actually, yeah, that one does show you the flash behind it.
Yeah, there you go.
See, like it says no flash, and then
right,
which is that's that softbox right here.
Mm-hmm.
But you see how that one light wraps around because the light source is so big now. It wraps around more, and the action figure is super small. So you get this really soft light, and then you have a nice rim light too. And it helps that the walls are white too, because some of that still bounces back as a fill. And you can literally just use one light if that's your jam, and you'll get a whole shot with that.
So let me ask you something. Is the softbox the actual flash or is the flash? So the softbox is the actual flash.
Yeah, so the flash is, you see this one right here?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just the flash, but it's sitting on a little ring that you can mount the softbox onto. You just twist it on. And so that's this softbox right here, this big one. I could remove it and place it on here too.
So let me make that big because I want to see. Let me see if I can. All right, here we go.
There you go.
So you're saying the softbox behind you.
Yeah. So this softbox right here, if you look up there, it's got a little flash mounted, and it's aiming into the softbox, kind of like this one right here. This is another flash, but it does not have a softbox. But that bracket that it's on, it's a Bowens mount. So basically, you can mount any softbox or light modifier to that Bowens mount, and you can have like a strip box. You can have a gridded softbox. That one's just a foldable softbox, and that's it. You just mount it on there and shoot with it.
So the other lights that you put around the figure are just for lighting. They're not gonna. They're already a steady light. What shoots the flash is just the softbox.
Yeah, just that one there. So if I add the LEDs, sometimes I'll add an LED just because I need the camera to focus. Because initially, when I take a shot with flash, I'm at like ISO. I always say f4. 400 ISO, 200th of a second, because that's my max sync speed on my camera. So I start off there, and so my photo is completely black. Like the back of my screen is black, right? So sometimes the camera struggles to focus because it needs contrast to focus. So I'll add a little LED, but the first light is always the flash, and then I start bringing in LEDs, like maybe on if I need like an accent light, or if it's a street scene and I want to kind of mimic a brake light from a car, and just kind of, And then that's when I start dropping the shutter speed to bring in that light,
Right.
the LED light.
So you can see, basically you kind of see it in the camera at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you start to see it. Yeah. Especially with these, man. Like I wish we had these freaking mirrorless systems, man. Like, because now you can actually see as you're shooting, you adjust exposure and you start to see exactly what's going to happen on the screen in real time, you know?
Right.
Remember DSLRs? You couldn't, dude. Like,
right.
You'd have to like chimp it, be like, you shoot and be like, oh, let me shoot.
Right. Yeah.
You know? And it just,
yeah.
Dude, it took forever, man, you know? And now you're just like, oh, you know, lower the shutter speed, and I'm watching that LED just come in brighter, 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 brighter.
Right.
I'm like, oh, there you go. I'm gonna set. That's the sweet spot there.
Right.
And then
you can set it back or bring it forward. Like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
And just bring it in. But because you know, once you're dealing with flash, when you're shooting off-camera flash and stuff, your f-stop controls flash power, and then your shutter speed controls ambient light. Right. So that's another reason why I like flash, because I can control both independently. And then if I turn the ISO up or down, it kind of indirectly affects both. But since we're always shooting like, you know, freaking, I know these guys with probe lenses are like f22, you know what I mean? F1000, right? And because that's like your base is like f22 on a probe lens or something.
Right.
And these little LEDs, man, are not kicking. They can't pull out that power.
Right. They don't have enough light to yeah.
And so now you have to pull out the tripod, and now you have to let it run, you know, for seconds at a time. And that's great, you know, but you introduce more noise. And then, I mean, nowadays noise is like irrelevant because these things are so good, dude. You can just remove noise and it looks like freaking beautiful as hell. You know what I mean? So, but that's how some of the guys like to do that. For me, it's just like, I'm going to start off with a flash. And then if I need to add another flash, bring it in, you know, and it's that softer light too that I like.
Right.
It helps wrap around a lot more. And sometimes I'll bounce it off these walls too. So if the figure's right here on this little setup, I'll bounce it and it'll come back. Especially for daylight scenes, man. For daylight scenes, imagine how many LEDs do you need for a daylight scene?
Yeah. You know? Or you got to put like the lights like literally right on the figures to get it that bright.
And those lights are so small compared to the figure that now the light you're trying to make it look soft, but now it looks really hard. Once it starts to come across, you know, for side light or the front, it looks really contrasty. You see all the plastic, all the shine, you know what I mean? So that's when you want to start, you know, when I do the whole flash thing, I'm like, hey, bounce it off the wall or come behind it with a big old softbox, not there, right? And then that way it helps wrap around, because now your light source is bigger, so it's going to be softer.
And you have to sync your camera. I'm assuming you have to sync your camera to the flash, right? Is it wired? Is it wireless? How do you do it?
So these bad boys, this is an old trigger, by the way. Remember I was telling you, I'm like, dude, I hardly ever upgrade my stuff. So this is one of the Godox, I forgot the name of the trigger, but you mount this on your hot shoe and you literally just remotely wirelessly trigger your flashes.
Okay.
You can have up to like 5 flashes on here and different groups too. I usually just use 1 or 2 flashes, and then I just increase the power on here.
Right.
And that's it. Because the other option is you use a cable, which goes plugged into the side of your camera, and it runs directly to the side of the flash.
Right.
A sync cable, right? And that's how you trigger them.
Right.
But there's also regular radio triggers which do not have little screens. You have to go and manually adjust the power. But at least it sends the signal to the flash so that it fires. And those are way cheaper, dude, which is awesome, because if you're trying to get into it, that's perfect.
And you say you usually just use 1 flash, right, for most of your photography?
Yeah, I'll do 1 and then like a bounce card, a little reflector, you know, and then maybe an LED or 2 to just kind of maybe add some ambience, like the Zelda shot I just uploaded recently. I added some green to it, you know, and that's it, man. I could literally set up the shot and shoot it in like a minute. Be like, oh, there it is. There's the light. Boom.
Wow, that's amazing, dude. It really is. That really is amazing. So, you have a lot of like great shots, and And it's funny because like there's some people that I've heard complain that, oh, I don't have a lot of space to shoot, you know, and you're like, you have it like right there in a little corner. There's some shots that I looked at that I was like, I mean, look at this. I mean, come on, people are complaining they don't have any space, and I can't find it. Oh, this is actually a good example. This is a good example. And by the way, I love this picture, and this is definitely one of my favorite figures, which I got from Diggs sent it to me. So I was very happy because I missed out on it. So
yeah.
but this right here, right? When you look at it, it's just like this is it.
Yeah.
Right. And that looked like a whole world out there.
Yeah, you have so adding layering the photo too, right? So you got your foreground, your middle ground, your background, and then you even add another level in the diorama. There's a background to that little building.
Right.
So there's like almost 4 levels, right? And it's a computer monitor. And when you use a semi-telephoto lens, you kind of bring everything, because the longer the lens, remember, it kind of helps compress and bring things closer, right? Mm-hmm. Which is why I love that 60, man. And so it's just like finding those angles and trying to get a little foreground, middle ground, background, always. And then mimicking the light that's on the diorama that you're using to actually sell it. But you don't need much. I mean, you don't need a lot of space unless you're really doing. When you do like a 23 mil shot, which is really wide.
Which is really wide.
Man, it's kind of annoying to do those, man, because you have to move everything closer also, and then sometimes you'll get like your wall,
Right. That's when generative fill comes in handy, dude.
Yeah. What is that? I don't know.
But I love that the way that you've explained that, right? That building and that background, it's all on one screen.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's multiple layers. It's fantastic. Really, really great stuff, man. I usually tend to do that, but with several things. Like I have you had that NECA background in the background for so I use that, and then I use something else, and then I just keep building.
I need another one of those, dude, because it's already all mangled and destroyed. And it's got God, dude, it's horrible. I need to Photoshop it sometimes because I'm like, God, that looks horrible, man.
Right. It's got scrapes and scratches on it. The corners,
think I'm a slob, I gotta.
So let me ask you something. What when you're building, when you're gonna take a photo, right? What comes first? Like, do you build around the figure? Do you build around the set? Like, what's the process?
It's funny you asked that, man, because I was talking to the guys in the group that we have the other day, and I was like, man, I'll think of like a lighting setup in my head, or
a lighting setup.
Yeah, like a lighting setup. Like, man, I want to do something through a window, and I'd say I've done a window shot already with a flash through the window, but it's like a hard light, like bare flash, right? So then the next day I'll be like, I want to see what it looks like with a soft light, a softbox on it. And then the next day it's like, you know what, let me try it now by adding a second flash and filling it in with a second flash directly and see how far away I can feather it till it looks softer. And I'll be like literally shooting the same shot for like over an hour, and then just moving like small little increments until I get like that soft light that I want. And I'm like, cool, that works, But usually it's the light, and then I'll just pull out all my diorama pieces and I'll be like, man, I feel like let's do a castle thing today. And I'm like, all right, who looks good on the castle thing? Zelda or Mythic Legions. And I'm like, oh, cool, this one. But I got to get away from doing I always do like one figure standing doing something. Maybe a little bit of story. And a lot of guys have like all these multiple figures and stuff. I don't know. I like to keep it real simple like that. So that it's kind of more focused on like the aspects of like the lighting, the composition and stuff. But that's kind of what the scene also is, what draws me to, man, I want to do this kind of scene today, and how am I going to light it? Right.
Wow. So you really concentrate a lot on the lighting. All right. If I'm going to shoot this photo, the lighting has got to be like this.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. This is the first time I'm having a conversation with somebody that actually says they work around the lighting. So
really,
that's really, really, really interesting. Because for me, go ahead. I'm sorry. And what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I'm
Oh, no.
agreeing.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, so I'm absorbing it all.
because for me, it always starts with the figure. You know, it never starts with the lighting or even the I mean, sometimes it might start with the props, right? I'll buy a new prop and then I'll be like, oh, like what am I gonna shoot with this? But the scene for me always comes at the end. Like I grab the figure and I pose it, and then I'm like, all right, you know what? I can pose this figure like this. Where is this figure gonna be live? Where is he gonna be? Where am I gonna put? Is he gonna be in a castle? Is he gonna be outside? Is he gonna be in, you know, in the woods or whatever? So that's how it's really, really interesting that you start off with the lighting. That's
But
pretty amazing.
if I get a new figure, like let's say I'm waiting on that Mr. Silent at Death Gas Station, man.
I know.
Speaking of, I'm very surprised, man, that not a lot of, I mean, just a few people here and there have been shooting that guy, but I thought it was like a lot more people were going to do a lot more with it. It's just been kind of like it came out, they shot it, and everybody forgot about it.
Right. And you know what? I think that it's because it's like sold out. You can't find it anywhere. And if you do, it's a lot of money. Like I have mine on pre-order through Sideshow, but I had to join a wait list, you know? And I've gotten lucky. I've gotten lucky on Sideshow with waitlist. So I was like, all right, let me try that. But I think that it's sold out, but it's not like, you know, only toy photographers bought it. I think it was a very popular figure. People like to put it on the shelves, or people collect Cold Dog. So I think because it was priced
like art
you know,
inspired.
it's more like an art piece, and I think that's why we don't see a lot of people shooting it.
Really, man? Yeah. So I'm excited to shoot that one. So I'm thinking already, like, okay, definitely daylight scenes. You know, maybe some cyberpunk thing, kind of like this one, right? And so that's like a whole bunch of different lighting scenarios in my head. I know it's got a lot of texture to it, a lot of the metal stuff to it too. I know in one of your episodes, man, you even said like adding a foil to the other side so you get like some shine, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, like I'm like, yeah, there you go. Because not a lot of people think about it. A lot of people just say, oh, you know, white bounce card, or I call it sandwich light when they put like two LEDs, shoot it. Yeah, it looks great, but what is the light doing, right?
Yes.
So what does this figure call for? Like this figure has a lot of detail. You want to bring it out, or do you want, and then try something softer maybe? So softer lighting, harsher lighting, and it looks completely different. So I'm excited for that one, man. I'm hoping it gets here because, you know, Big Bad Toy Store, if you're watching this, you know, let's go.
So you actually pre-ordered it, like you have it, like, you know, you're waiting for it, you're waiting to get it.
What was it, like over a year ago easily at this point? So
oh wow.
Well, I'm excited to see what you do with it, because that it is a really, really beautiful figure. Really, really awesome.
It is, dude. It's got so much, man. I actually sold my Biker Gomez. I sold it because I'm like,
oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna have two biker ones, like, you know. And I wasn't really doing much with the Biker Gomez. I shot a few photos, but I don't know. It was always like just kind of in the back, just there, just hanging out. So
it's funny because during one of the episodes, also they asked me what a figure that I didn't like or under. For me, it wasn't that I didn't like it. It's just the Gomez figure didn't wow me.
Yeah, I think it was the gray.
Probably.
I think it was the gray color. It was too gray, man. You know. And a lot of, if you shoot at like night scenes, you have to light it.
Yes.
And with the black, you know, jacket, it also eats up all that light. So I'm sure a lot of guys were shooting and they're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It just eats up all that light. And then with the LEDs, you're like, man, you know, black eats the light. So white bounces the light.
It's hard to shoot black figure, like, you know, black, like all like the Venom figures and, you know, the Batman with the black, you know, it's hard to shoot those figures and light them
like that's Norse Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah. So I'll be talking to you a lot about that. So
yeah.
I'm sorry, Enders, you were gonna say something, and I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
Oh, you weren't. I don't think I was. I was just trying to absorb everything in.
Dude, did y'all see that vapor?
I'm sorry.
That new hoods that's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Letterman.
Letterman. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think, man? I mean, my first reaction was like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess I was nothing can top Vapor, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I have to see what it comes with too, and if it's got like other faces and stuff.
Right. So I saw it in person at New York Comic Con because they had it on display.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and it's really nice. I mean, I definitely pre-ordered it, so I should be getting it hopefully. Oh no, actually, as soon as because it hasn't dropped yet, but I think it's coming soon. But I'm definitely gonna pre-order it. I'm definitely gonna pre-order it. What I guess what bothered me was that Vapor, it's part of the Vapor's crew, but he doesn't kind of go with Vapor. I don't know how to explain it. I've
like
he's
very like cartoony.
Yeah.
Like Vapor's very cartoony and Letterman's very like there's a little bit of a stylization, but he's very like
it just seems like two different styles.
Yeah.
Like he could fit in with Legends or something.
Right. But I mean, granted, I'm definitely gonna pre-order it and get it. I wanna shoot it.
I was just nice to see them.
And Mezco's been doing really good with a lot of their figures, so I'm hoping this one. But yeah, nothing can top Vapor.
Yeah, Vapor's just so versatile, dude.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite. It's definitely my favorite Mezco figure. And there are quite a few other ones that are great. What was that, Enders?
I think it's just nice to see that they finally like trying to continue the line because I remember the original line. There's like quite a few more characters, so it's nice to see them do like another like a new character from the old line instead of like different 500 variants of Vapor.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, dude.
Another Vaporoni and Vapor Burner and Vapor this. Yeah,
Yeah. And then it's funny is like the original Vapor looked more like Burner. He was like white skinned with red eyes. The original Vapor.
I don't really like that one, Burner. Not really. I was like,
It didn't do it for you.
Nah. I don't know. And I don't buy a lot of figures, man.
What was that?
I don't buy a lot of figures, really.
What do you tend to, since we're talking about that, what do you tend to stick with? I mean, are you more of a Marvel Legends fan or are you more of an import guy? Like, what do you like?
Yeah, so definitely the most figures I have of one character is definitely Batman.
Oh, okay.
So I think more of the like I have a lot like Punisher, right? And I like those robot ones too, but Batman, dude, I got so many Batman figures. I mean,
then you're a Batman fan.
Yeah, and I can't get behind like the Crab Bluey and those.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like they're great. They come with a bunch of accessories too and everything, but I guess I'm after more of the realistic to some extent, or like robots,
right.
And then like Vapor lens in between.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. You're like, I can't get into the Crab Louie stuff. Yeah. Now this is one of those damn toys, right?
Yeah. The Gans boy.
Right.
I feel like he'd like that Pepe would like that Nightmare Fuel Pinocchio thing we were all digging on Highly Posable a couple months ago. Wish I could remember because it's like right up that alley, like the Dame Toys and like the Blackhorn. It's just like this, like it's like cute but creepy kind of Pinocchio figure.
I don't think I've seen it. No, I don't think I've seen it, man. This Scans Boy, dude, when it first released, I remember seeing it and I'm like, man, how do you even buy this thing? This thing's badass. And I don't even know how to go about getting it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And finally ended up pulling the plug on it. Found it, somebody had it online and was like, yeah, brand new. I'm like, cool.
So do you not order from overseas like Hobby Janky and all those
Toy Metaverse?
Toys Metaverse.
So right now I got the two the clickers coming in from Lim Toys, I think.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So I got those two in. That Batman one that we were looking, the Nightmare Batman's from Muff Toys.
I think that's Muff Toys. Yeah.
Muff. So yeah, those guys. I mean, they make good stuff, man.
Yeah.
But Mezco figures, man. I think I have like 3 Mezco figures. The Punisher, this guy right here, the John Bernthal Punisher, and then I have Hellboy.
Oh, okay.
And the Vapor. I think those are the only. Oh no, and then the Batman Paddington.
Oh, and I
Paddington,
got this
damn.
one, and I got that
Holy
one. And I got...
God damn, don't let the wife hear this, man. Let's
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
That's funny. Yeah, I know. I got too much stuff. But your creative process here is just really, I mean, I love the use of your monitor, because you know exactly how to size this for the shot. I mean, this is great stuff. And the other thing that you mentioned is, you know, you kind of have to not necessarily color correct, but you got to get the colors on the monitor and the colors for your shot. They got to kind of like go together.
Yeah,
right.
Go together. Mm-hmm.
So you do that in post?
So I guess maybe I do, but what I do like to do first of all, man, is like match the lighting temperature that's in the diorama. So like that vapor one or that one right there.
Right. Because this one right here, like, yeah.
Yeah. So if you see like the sky is very blue, so I'll throw that flash that's on the left side. That flash is actually pointing at the wall and it bounces off the wall and it comes back.
Okay.
Right. And then that on the right hand side is the bounce card. So that light is already blue, like 5600 Kelvin, you know, temperature wise. That kind of matches that overcast daylight look that's in the diorama.
Right.
And so the other light that I see there is like, man, okay, it's orange and it's kind of low. So I'll set the LED to come in for that. And then, you know, you match that light to the light that you're creating and you'll hit it. Like, and it looks very real because the light matches the color, right? And then when I go into Photoshop, I'll do a color balance layer. So usually, like for this one here, I think I did shadows were a little, I like to add a little green in the shadows. And then I'll do like a little bit of blue on the highlights and orange on the highlights. So now the whole, it's like color grading basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is not easy.
Yeah. And it's just very
not easy.
Like, you're talking about, I'll do color balance and then I'll go shadows and then I'll go into the green magenta slider and I'll do +1, 2, or 3 on the green. Like very subtle because it's very powerful.
Right. It is. You know, there's one of the things I never touch when I'm color correcting photos is my tint.
Oh yeah.
I never touch it because you know what? I don't know how to, like, any little thing that I do automatically it's either blue or it's green or I'm like, I forget it. It's gonna stay at zero. I just
then that kind of, I think that comes with like just watching, like doing so much editing. Like for me, when I do a lot of my wedding work and I'm looking at skin tone a lot and wedding dresses, and I'm like, man, that wedding dress looks pink or green, or they're you know, green or pink. Like it's either or. Because of the color cast, or maybe if I'm shooting them at sunset and then like there's green grass and the grass bounces back on the dress, now the dress looks green, so the tint slider comes in handy there, you know, to color balance. So I'm always looking at them like nitpicking, and it's like very, very subtle, but it makes me feel like, okay, I got it. You know.
You know, it's so funny because I was gonna ask you a lot of questions, but you seem to like you answered all of them. You know, it's as you speak, I'm like, okay, yep. One of the things, because you know, I was gonna ask you about your style, but I can tell because since you're a wedding photographer, this, you know, you already have developed style, and I think that kind of carried over towards this. And I think you're treating these figures almost like real people.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah, that's where my son comes in, dude.
Right. One of the things that I'm not a fan of, I mean, and I'm not taking away from the photos are fantastic, is I'm not a fan of when I look at somebody's feed and it's all the same tone.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, you know. And granted, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's my preference. Like when I go to my account, I gotta see stuff all over the place. I gotta see colors, red, green, oranges. Like it's just gotta be like, you know. But then again, that's me, you know. But
so that's why when I shoot like dark, like night scenes, if you notice the night scenes, and that's why almost every toy photographer has night scenes. You know, because one, it's the easiest to light.
Right.
Because you just see very little light, right?
Right.
And then 2, it's like, oh, you know what? Everything's in the dark. You don't see that. I don't have to Photoshop that out or whatever. And so when you start doing like color balancing, you start to hit those same like, oh, let me just do this here on this one again, or some green or some blue in the shadows, So
Right.
I've been trying to do more daylight stuff for that reason, so that it just kind of looks cleaner.
Yeah.
Like if you go to that one where he's crossing the street with the red
this
backpack.
one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like something just clean, right? And that lighting setup, you have that one, and then the flash in the back bouncing off the wall. And it just basically the flash in the back was doing everything there, man. It was coming back, and then the one on the side over here, I moved it back further away because it was too soft. So once you move it further away, it tends to be harsher. It creates harder light. So and I just wanted a fill. I wanted it as a fill, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to add
this light right here, this is the flash right here that's bouncing off the wall. This one right here.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, and it comes back, and that's what's giving you that rim light.
Right.
And it still fills. It also helps fill. It'll fill like the light, and it wraps around like almost half of his face there too. But it because it's that wall now, you've made that wall into a big softbox basically. So it comes back down, and it's just super. I'm like, oh shit, it's going down.
Right.
It ends up just kind of like softening, the whole look. So when I brought the other one in, it helps just kind of carve it out a little bit, in my head at least, right?
Yeah, I am going to have to invest in some of these flashes because I really love the way these photos come out. See, what I was going to say before we talk about these photos is I'm going through your feed, right? This photo pops out to me because it's the one that has color.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let me look at this. There's some color here, you know?
The teal and the magenta, the whole cyber thing. I think this figure does really good with the whole cyber look,
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Wow.
Actually, George, you didn't get yours off of Diggs. You got it off of me, and I regret getting it, selling it.
Oh, was it yours?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Well, I think you owe it to Diggs, and then Diggs said, "Oh, you can have it." Something like that.
Yeah. We did some trade thing, and you're like, "Oh, I want one." Okay.
The whole thing, yeah.
Dude, I wish you had another face too.
Yeah, that would have been nice, right? Another head sculpt would have been really good.
Well, there's the other one coming out soon too, right?
Yeah, it's like I think there's 2 more coming out, but I don't know. I might not pull the trigger on those.
So and again, I think you kind of answered this. I was gonna say, what photo did you take, right? That you said, okay, yeah, this is I'm gonna be doing this. This is what I want to do. Like when did it change when you were like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna do this? Man,
well, for one, when I was sitting here trying to take a photo and all my LEDs kept dying.
Right.
And I mean, from the get-go, man, I was shooting. Actually, because I've been shooting Flash even before COVID. I have some. Do you remember Exclude Collective? It was a magazine that was here on Instagram. They used to feature a lot of toy photographers.
No.
And then they just kind of went silent and stuff.
What was it called again?
Exclude Collective, like exclusive, but exclude.
Oh, I think I do. I think I remember.
Yeah, so
it sounds familiar.
Like the whole Flash thing has been since like the very
beginning.
I got some really good ones here that it's like just my computer monitor, like Star Wars figures and pro photo equipment. When I had all this pro photo equipment, like different. And it was just because I wanted to really dial in the light, and I did go. I think there's a Batman shot here. It's Battington, I think.
Is it this one?
No, it's actually before that one, like further down. But
let's see if we can find it. There's this one. No.
Wait. No, one more down beneath that one. That one right there, yeah.
Oh.
So that one's all LEDs.
Oh, no flash.
No flash on that one. Yeah.
It still looks great, but you know what? I think you can see the difference.
Yeah, dude, there's like, if you go to the BTS there, there's, I think I had like 5 LEDs or some crazy, like, all the Loom Cubes, like, it was just so many, man.
Wow, yeah.
Like, there's just so many. I actually ended up selling my Loom Cubes to Emerald Knight, John.
Oh yeah, I know Emerald. Yeah.
Yeah.
I met him at Legion's. Have you been to Legion's Con?
No, man, I wish. I want that Revenant Night, man.
You gotta go, dude. You got to go to Legion's. You gotta. It's I know everyone talks about it, Legion, but you know what? It's everything everyone says it is. It is. There's just so many people. It's huge, dude. It's massive. And
so when was the last one?
November. Last November. They do it. They do it every November.
It's like right before Veterans Day, the weekend before Veterans Day.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's like.
Go ahead, Anders.
Yeah, and it's like, even if obviously you like nights and stuff like that for some of your photos, but like even if like myself, I don't even like Legion or like Cosmic Legion. I appreciate them and admire them from afar. But there's just so much creativity there with the dio makers and the head sculpts, and it's like going kind of like a mini designer con, and it's like one of the few cons where it's like you really just get to interact with the community. It's like you go to the con and then you have dinner and then you're drinking and like hanging out, and it's really
everybody's
fun.
Talking shop and gear and toys, and it's just like it really is.
Cards, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't even Legion or like Cosmic, and ever since I started going, any other con has failed in comparison. Like that one's like the best one.
So where was that last one at?
They've all been in New Jersey.
Yep, all Jersey, North Jersey.
Right, they're all in New Jersey, and they have it. I think it's at the Marriott Hanover or something like that. It's just a big hotel, and everyone in the hotel is there only for like the guests and everything are just all people that are there for Legions, because people rent the rooms because it starts like Friday evening and it goes all the way through Sunday night.
Sweet.
And cool, and the lobby and the hotel is so cool about it because people are hanging out in the lobby till like 2 a.m, just like out there drinking. The bar is already closed and people still hanging out, But then again, you're not disturbing anyone because everyone's there for Legions.
Yeah, and that's close to you guys, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. I just drive.
It's like about like an hour and 15 minutes away from me.
So. But people come from, and I literally, when I say all over the world, people come from all over the world to go to Legions. People coming from Australia, Indonesia, Seattle, California. I mean, everywhere. People are just like, and it's great because you get to talk to people and you get to meet all these people on Instagram that you didn't know that you follow, and you're like, oh my god, your photos. It's dope. It's really, really dope.
I don't even because. For the last few years, I usually go on like 6-month breaks from my Instagram account, like up to 6 months, sometimes even longer. You just will not see me upload anything or engage or nothing, because sometimes I'm just too flooded with editing work that the last thing I want to do is even pick up a camera.
Right. I'm done with cameras for now.
I got my brides over here waiting for photos. It's like, oh, you're over here playing with toys. I'm waiting for photos.
I feel like you're more stronger-willed than most when it comes to Instagram and uploading.
Yeah, man.
Have you just a fun question here? What's the funnest or the weirdest household item that have you ever used anything like that in a photo?
And it's actually on one of those old photos. It's one of those AC vents from the from your house that's coming out of the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used it to shoot a Captain Phasma. And it's not even on this page because it was on my old page before COVID. And I uploaded it, and I even did a behind the scenes with it, and it's just the great, and then my wife's cheese board, cheese tray, it was just it looks really rocky, like a rocky terrain,
right?
and then that was probably like at the very bottom, but it was just Mando, the
Cheese
Mandalorian.
tray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
You mean
cheese tray.
Your charcuterie board?
Huh?
What was that?
Is it a charcuterie board?
The security board.
I don't know. Cheese tray, I'm just thinking charcuterie. Sorry, me, I'm hungry. Sorry.
Charcuterie. However you say
Charcuterie
it.
board. It's funny because I've used my wife has this pan that goes into the oven, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been like stained and oil burns and all that stuff, and you can't scrub it like as much as you wash it in. And that's a great like gritty background for like a metal wall or something. I've used stuff like that. I'm like, hey, where's that pan at that we use for the oven?
Like I threw it. It's at the Goodwill shop already.
Like, right.
I've shot
like,
inside the oven, dude, because of that.
What was that?
I've shot inside the oven because of that. But
obviously
the oven wasn't on the oven, and I think it was a Han Solo shot and a Stormtrooper, I want to say, but it was inside the oven, and I used the oven light also. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, man. It was crazy.
No, I know. I was arguing with her because she washed it. I was like, what do you mean you washed it? It was perfect.
It's like, well, you were using it for your photos. I wanted it to look nice, you know?
Right.
You're like, no.
Do you ever shoot outside?
I do. I actually sometimes I'll go with my son. We'll go hike, and I'll take one figure, one camera lens. That's it.
Right.
I think there's a Zelda one at the very top that I shot outdoors not so long ago. And it was on a badass rock, man. I like to find those rocks that have like moss on them.
Right.
That kind of scale good with those Link figures.
Because the moss is like a perfect grass, so to speak. Yeah. Instead of shooting it in the grass where you have all that stuff coming out and all of that.
Super. It's like, you got a photo, or if there's a leaf and it just kind of throws the scale off.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm out there with little scissors, cutting grass and leaves and shit, I rarely do shoot outside. I don't like shooting outside, and part of it is because I can't control the light.
Yeah.
I can't control the light. And, the last shot that I did shoot outside. And it's funny because I have a Sony 6400, right?
Okay.
And it does not handle the cold well. Right?
Really, dude?
Yeah, it's frozen up on me a couple of times. Like I'm outside shooting, and if I'm outside for literally, if I'm outside for like maybe 20 minutes, it'll lock down and it just shut down. There's nothing.
So do you have to pull the battery out and then like pop it back
in? No, I can't even do that. I can't pull the battery out. No, it's just like the whole camera that's it. It's just go. So I have to bring it inside and I have to wait for a while. And once it warms up or whatever, I turn it on and everything works perfectly.
Dude, well, how cold are we talking here?
So put it this way. I shot on Saturday, right? And it was about low 40s.
Okay.
Right?
That's
it was windy and it was chilly. But the cameras is basically, it's really, if you look at it, it's all metal, it's all aluminum. So it gets cold super fast.
Really fast, dude.
Yeah, I guess. And I was shooting very low to the ground, so I had to like right on the tripod, like really low on the ground, so that it's cold and everything. And I was like, oh, man. So it took me a minute to shoot my shot, but I had to come in, go out, and then during that time the sun is just like going.
Yeah, it's like going away, dude. Yeah, what I do take is I'll take an LED light with me. And I'll feather the hell out of it just to kind of add a little bit of fill.
Right.
Very, very subtle fill. And it makes a huge difference, man. Because if you're just trying to, with the natural light, it looks great too. All my wedding stuff, dude, is like 90%, 95% ambient light. If I shoot indoors, I pop a flash for like a cake cutting or something, or first dances and stuff. But dude, it's like, you know what? Yeah, sun starts to go, man. You're pretty much just dead in the water. You're like, damn, you have everything set up, and then it just starts to set on you, and you're like, damn it, I can't do anything about it.
Yes. I've been outside where like I'm trying to get the shot, and something happens or I gotta move or I gotta do whatever, and then the lights just going. Then by the time I'm done, I'm like, well, I lost the shot. Like, damn.
Like, gotta be home for dinner already.
Right. My wife's calling me.
Calling me on the phone. Who are you with? You know.
I always find my battery dies first.
Dude, it's funny you say that because every time somebody does a BTS, you notice your screen has like the batteries like exhausted.
Oh yeah, like almost.
yeah.
It's like blinking, gonna die. Like everybody.
Everybody, dude. Everybody that uploads the BTS, like the battery's just flashing, like it's hanging on.
So I have another question.
Yeah.
What out of the figures that you have, what's the most frustrating figure to shoot?
Man, honestly, that stupid Link, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me. All right. Are you having the same issues that everyone else is having? Is he? Because some people say his joints pop off really, really quickly, or you can't.
Okay. The arms popped off so like too easily.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like trying to set the cape with the sword and the shield. I broke that stupid little piece, man. It's like it broke. So now I have to like use a sticky tack to like put his cape on there and stuff. But definitely it's gonna have to be the Link, man, for sure. It's very like you can articulate the hell out of it, but you really have to take your time with it because something moves and then like the head comes off really easily, dude.
Right.
So I'm like, what the hell's going on, man? So I've even thought of just like putting some sticky tack on the peg, so that way it just kind of gets a little bit more like grit to it,
Right.
But I mean, I love shooting that Link figure, man. Like I can shoot that sucker all day, but it's the one that gives me the most problems now.
Wow. Okay. And and of course, obviously, Batman is your go-to guy, right?
Batman, my Punisher, that OG Punisher, man, that Mesco one, man.
Not the Netflix Punisher, right?
This one, the Netflix Punisher. Okay. He's cool, but the jacket's kind of weird, and the details on his face, man, are so bad.
Yeah,
he's like a smudgy kind of.
Yeah. I know. It looks weird. I'm not a fan of that Punisher, to be honest. Not even in Daredevil. It just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, especially if you've seen like some of the other Punisher movies.
Exactly.
He's I know him as a Walking Dead guy.
Right. That's funny.
It's like,
you see him in one thing, and that's it. Yeah,
it's almost like he acts the same way. He's great, dude. Like he's a badass actor, but I think he kind of acts the same way in all of them. He does the same like where he's like licks the lips and he's like
right.
It's like he's eating something.
Yeah, he likes to go, yeah. So yeah, like he likes to say yeah. Down, yeah.
Yeah, dude. The little grunt, that.
Yeah.
I mean, he did badass in Fury too, but.
I like John Bernthal as an actor.
Again, I'm not a super fan.
Not a super fan. Yeah.
In my day, Dolph Lundgren was the Punisher.
He was the man.
Yeah.
God, remember those? Let me tell you, they don't make movies like that anymore.
He was so badass, he didn't even wear the skull on his shirt.
Yeah. Dude, well, you guys saw they had changed out the logo too for a while. Like around COVID time, they started like watering down the Punisher, and they did this like it looked like it had tentacles or some shit. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, man. They even gave him like this ray gun that he was shooting. It was like had no bullets. It was just like a ray gun. And I was like, damn. Like
I remember even in early 2000s when they're trying to get away from that like he was actually like working for heaven.
For heaven?
Yeah, and shooting demons with like energy at one point.
Wow,
I know someone's got to remember that.
They were running out of stories.
Someone's got to remember that. As I remember, he had these energy guns that he shoot demons with that he pulled out of his trench coat.
Maybe that's that one I was talking about, that ray gun looking thing.
Maybe. But I really just remember that.
So, how long does it take you from once you start setting up a diorama or whatever it is, how long does it take you to shoot a particular shot?
And be satisfied with it and be like, cool, I'm going to take this to edit. Man. A long time.
A long time, really?
Like I can set up the lighting like this, dude. The lighting will be on point. Boom, let's go.
Okay.
But then I'll start like, and I'll have maybe 30 photos total that I shoot. But because I'm like little, like here, and then move this, and then do this, and then change out the lens, shoot it with this lens, and then try it with this other lens. Like I have too many options at my disposal. I can't decide.
Right.
And then,
which is fine. I mean, you want to get the best out of everything, right?
Yeah. And the other thing, man, is like, dude, I'll be up here. Like, look, I'm gonna turn my camera real quick. And I have this other table here.
Let me bring you up.
So I have this other table here with all my mess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
dude, that's not a mess. That is not a mess. You should. I'm afraid to turn my camera, dude. I'm sitting on boxes. There's wires all over the place. It's like
me too. Me too. I look like a nutcase.
I'll shoot there, or I'll shoot back here.
Right.
But, dude, I'll put on a crime show like the next 48 hours, some crap like that, and it's like a marathon. So it's like 4 or 5 hours long, and I'm like shooting, and I'm like, oh damn, it's gotta be him. Oh, it was him. And then like, dude, I just got lost, dude. So I'm up here for like 5 hours, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and my son's up here. He's like, hey, Dad, can I shoot something? I'm like, yeah, use the other table. And then he's watching crime shows too, and he's like, what did they catch? And I'm like, we just kind of get lost, dude. So I enjoy the process though, but the process is very heavy. Like it's a long process. You can't just like, I'm going to shoot this guy. And even if it's outdoors, like I think that's faster, but still like when you have the dioramas and all the lighting and, oh, let me try with this light. And let me try this, little piece that I just bought from somewhere. And you just, dude, you have too many options will cripple me, and I'll shoot them all, man.
Wow.
But I think that's why. So
you'll shoot about, let's say 30, 40 photos with it in one sitting, but 30 to 40 photos, but different angles and different lenses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool. So I normally tend to just start and finish all in one sitting. If I start watching TV, it's not getting done. Like I can't do shoot and then look over and shoot and look at the TV. No, I can't. Yeah. The key to me is, put it this way: if I need to get something done, I cannot turn on TV.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I don't watch TV a lot, man. But for this stuff, it's in the background, and I'm occasionally looking.
Right. No, and if I'm doing something in the bedroom and I walk across the living room and the TV's on and I look, right, 2 hours later, I'm still in the living room. Look, it's like a tractor beam, dude. The TV's like a tractor beam. Once it catches me, like I'm there.
Like you're there, dude.
Yeah. So like I'm a big TV guy.
You say you don't pump music while you're
I don't listen to music, and I literally, all right, I'm gonna shoot this, and I just start working on it, and I just the other thing too is that I don't really have a lot of time to shoot. So once I get going, I'm like, all right, I gotta just like get. I don't rush my shot. So it depends on the shot, right? It depends on the shot, but typically from the beginning, from the moment I start to the moment that I like finish and post, it'll take me about, I want to say 3.5 hours maybe. And that depends. And that's a long shot. That's like doing a lot of setups
I think that's an average, man.
Yeah.
I would say, I hope.
But I'm talking about like editing and cleaning it up and posting, putting it on Instagram and everything. Just like all like boom, 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 boom. There it is. I usually shoot, post, and everything all in the same sitting all the time. I don't have a reserve of photos. Do you have a reserve of photos?
I do. I have some that I never uploaded. Because then like the next day I'm like, I don't like it. It's there.
That's funny.
Yeah, like it's because when I export it from Lightroom, it goes straight into a folder in my cloud for Instagram. and it's even
Mm.
categorized by like action figure name and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And so I can just go in through my phone and be like, grab it from there because it's tied to the
Wow.
iCloud. But that's just because I do that with like my wedding stuff, right? Like I
Right.
have a folder with the client's
Right.
name,
Yeah.
raw photos, exports, like everything is.
Yeah. Everything is organized. You know exactly where everything is. If you
Nothing
need
wrong with being organized. I
not
wish
at
I could
all,
be the
dude.
same. I
Not
wish
at
I could be
all.
the same.
So if I'm saying like on the long end, 5 hours, but if you're saying George 3 hours, 4 hours, did you say 3 or 4?
Yeah, between 3 and 4 hours. Again, it depends. I've done photos that I've shot in an hour and a half, and I'm done. And I'm talking about shooting, editing, the whole thing. Gone.
No, I don't think I've ever done 1 hour, but
Yeah. and
Anders, what about you?
Yeah, I would probably say around the same on average. Like sometimes maybe 5 hours. It depends on like if I'm grooving or if I'm like doing it and then I'm like all of a sudden I think of something that would make it better, and then it'll be
You're
another
like,
hour.
another 5 hours.
Yeah, yeah, or I'll be like, fuck the shot, and like
because you're
no,
so excited, dude. Like you're so
Yeah.
excited, you even forget like an important accessory like Batman's
Right.
cape. And you're like, oh shit, I forgot his cape. How the hell did you get this tunnel? You're like tunnel vision,
Yeah, and then on rare occasions, I'd have to say like um maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and but that's a more rare thing. I mean, on a rare occasion, maybe it's like, oh, 8 shots, and it's like that's the one. No longer need to go about it. But like that doesn't happen that often. I think like, with photography, the more like, you know, uh,
Dude. Sorry, go
take
ahead.
six. No, yeah, like I mean, with photography, it's like you could take 700 shots and have only like one decent one, or you could take, or they could all be shit. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like,
Yeah,
um,
especially if you force it,
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like
Yeah, that my number one rule is don't rush. Don't rush your shots, and
Yeah.
don't put anything up that you're not happy with. If you're not happy with it, there's no reason why you should put it up. Don't rush it. Just go back, rethink
That's
it,
why
reshoot it.
I think that's why like I've been not so much like inactive, more like posting less, because if I don't have a good enough idea, I don't want to force it, and then I'm gonna put out something at least mediocre for my skill level. Like I want it to be the best at my ability for what I am now. Like I want it to be the best of what I like that. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you'll feel it too when you're about to post and you're like, is this really my best? Or
Right.
am I just posting it just to like put
Yeah,
Right.
my sweat.
something?
Am I just sweating the post? Like I just need to. I feel I need to get something out there, so like the algorithm doesn't forget me. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
I'm still
yeah,
here. Don't leave me
yeah.
behind. Right.
No, guys, don't forget about me.
Right.
Like, no, I've stopped sweating that. Like, where it's like I just want to put out like the best photo that my skill level right now can produce. I don't want to force it and put out something like kind of like just to get it out there. It's like
Right. Then why do it? Then why put it out there?
it's
Because
not
I
really
think
fun.
all of us could upload something every single day for sure.
Right.
There's so many,
Sure,
but
like you said, I could just stand here behind like a
yeah,
quasi interesting thing later a certain way,
you
and
need
oh,
you need
just
her
like
next
that.
to George's Conan
Right. Exactly. See,
Yeah.
together.
together
But no, I'm just saying, I grabbed her
on
at
a
the shit
horse.
right
Yeah.
there. But like, yeah, if I just was sweating the post, I mean, you could probably do a quick little portrait just to have something to post. But I don't want to just have something to post. I want to have something like be proud of, and like, or throw it out like, my art, check it out, like this is like dope, like, or at least I think it's dope. Maybe some people will feel it, maybe some people won't.
Right. I usually I won't shoot I shoot between 7 and 12 photos. That's it.
Oh, damn.
Because I don't, and I've said it before, I don't start taking the photos until I look through that lens and it looks exactly how I want it to look.
Pepe, now remember, he's also, we call him ancient variant. So don't take it personally since that less shots, because he's only been doing it since probably the camera's been invented with gun. Right. He used to use gunpowder and a piece of metal to get the picture. Like, so
with a shoebox with a hole in it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't.
He's not cocky. He's just experienced.
Right.
Ancient variant. I had not heard that one.
Oh yeah, they. Oh yeah. But yeah, like I don't, you know, but I will use my my phone camera, right, to see the angles. Like, you know, like I'll shoot with my camera just to see, you know, because this way I don't have to carry the camera.
True.
But once I get,
and you're on a tripod.
Right, exactly. Yes, I'm on a tripod and all that. So I use my camera to get the angle. Okay, you know what? When I shoot it, my camera should be down here. This is how I want it to look, whatever. And I'll take a few photos on there and I'll look at them. Like, okay, this is, but I do that more for angle, not for like lighting or whatever. It's just like, all right, how does it look good? You know,
and what's funny is
go ahead.
And that's funny is like, that's what I used to, you know, like when people used to get pissed at like hand shots of figures posed.
Right.
I used to do that just for myself because I was like, think of a cool pose and an angle. Like, oh, I got to remember that. You know what I mean? So then I can then take it and put it into a fully fleshed out idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
people get angry for everything now, man. Like,
I know, right? You can't like, you know, that, you know, to be honest, that's why I've steered away from critiquing photos, right? And it's because, you know what, artists, somebody might see a photo and say, wow, that's the best photo I've ever seen, you know, and then somebody else might see a photo and be like, I've seen better or whatever. So you can't you can't judge what people like. And exactly. So I'm like, I mean, I'll stay away from that. I mean, I will give tips, right? Oh, maybe use the bounce card, you know, light up the shadows over here a little bit and stuff like that. But, you know, because
it's hard, because if you say something, it's kind of hard, because again, like, your opinion is also subjective. So he's like, no, but that's not what I was going for. Or, you know what? Yeah, that's right. I should have added this. But if it's something like, oh, look, he's holding the gun super weird, you know?
Right. Exactly. Yes.
You know, it's like, you know, it's like, why is he walking with both limbs on one side? Right. Like,
right.
that's obviously like, you know, hey, why you're not, but then again, you can't call it out on the comment section.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And be like, bro, why is it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
I think maybe like a DM be like, hey dude, you know,
and you know, and you're right, and I still stay away from that, you know.
Yeah.
So speaking on that, and you've been shooting for a long time, right? What's the one piece of advice you would give someone starting toy photography?
Oh man,
I know I threw one out there, right?
I would say, man, honestly, shoot what you really want to shoot. You know, shoot what you want to shoot. Yes, get inspired. Don't copy. Get inspired and pick up from everyone else. And don't be afraid to ask. Everyone's going to tell you it looks amazing.
Right.
Ask for real critiques. Send your photo to somebody. We do this in the wedding industry too. He's like, hey dude, what do you think? He's like, man, you effed it up, bro. You know, and you got to be real, because that's the only way people get better, right? Right. Don't be afraid of good critique. Ask for it and shoot what you really want to shoot. You know, especially for toy photography, because you start going down this rabbit hole that, oh, Mesco released this new figure yesterday and tomorrow they release another one, and then you get FOMO and you start buying all this stuff, and you get all these figures, and you're like overstimulated, and you're like, what do I do? And you just start kind of copying what everyone else is doing, you know. So I think it's not just like the shooting, let's shoot toys, right? But it's more like, going out and hunting for an action figure or
Right.
waiting for a particular diorama that you're building. And it's all of that journey leading to the final shot. And it's going to reflect. It's really going to reflect when you shoot it. It's like, oh, damn, like that looks really polished. Why? Because it was something that, they were thinking about and not just,
Right.
and let's just upload sandwich light, 2 in the back, 2 in the front, shoot it, upload it.
Just shooting what you love and not chasing the hype beast figure.
Yeah.
I mean, again, people that are shooting. I've said it before. We're in a bubble, right? We're all shooting the same stuff. We're all seeing the same stuff. I mean, you can only say, "Wow, this is fantastic," so many times, right?
Yeah.
But some people live for that. Some people live for the like, oh, nobody commented, nobody said anything.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, and I know you're a big advocate for it too, man. When you say like, I'm not in for the likes and stuff, and I'm like, cool, I love that because you can get. That's how a lot of the new guys coming in. You get those DMs, right? Like, hey, I love your work. They've liked like 100 of your photos, and they're like, hey, I love your work. If you follow me, I'll follow you back.
Right.
And it's just like, why does it have to, why do we have to do this dance, man? Like,
right.
Don't do that. So actually, let me retract here. And if you're new, don't do that, guys.
Right.
Genuinely invest your time to follow somebody you genuinely like, and even ask questions, man. Like a lot of these guys will willingly help you out, with learning the camera. If you want to go into like the technical side of it, like also, learn your camera, learn how to shoot and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you want to come home, sit in your little space and be like, hey, I'm gonna shoot my, my Conan or, something, right? Like,
exactly. I want to come home and shoot my Conan. Leave me alone, people,
Dude, I agree. I agree. Man. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, there you go. But you gotta like just if you like someone's feed, right? Then like their feed. There's no reason why, if they don't follow you, you can't follow them back and blah blah blah. You listen, I follow I follow the people that I love to see their stuff. I don't follow a bunch of people because you know what? I get lost. It's now.
Yeah.
And Instagram is horrendous. It's horrendous. There's some people that I follow and then I'll see one photo like in a week or so and I'll be like, oh, that's cool. And then they had shot like 4, 6 or whatever photos before that. And I'm like, where did these photos go? Like I didn't see any of this stuff. Like it's
because
crazy.
That's another reason why I do that too, man. Because it's like, thank you, my love.
So there you go. Awesome.
I do that.
It's refill time.
Yeah. My wife brought me a beer.
Yeah.
It's so much, dude. And I used to follow everyone back. And then I'd say within the last 2 years, I just stopped, man, because I have to actually, how like you go into Instagram now and you go to the very top, it says Instagram. And I usually post about this because a lot of the guys are like, man, I just see a bunch of reels and I don't see anybody that I follow. Well, if you click where it says Instagram, there's a little drop down and it puts following. So I do that every single day, man. I'll go following, and I just see the people that I'm following. Because it just becomes this like you get sidetracked, man.
Yes.
Next thing you know, you're like, well, let me see what the guys are posting, and the next thing you know, you're like, I don't know, buying water park tickets or something. You're
right.
A resort, and you're like,
indoor water park in the winter. Yes, I'm there.
Why am I suddenly buying workout shorts for big booty Latinas? What?
Oh God, dude, that's the worst. Like,
the ads
start something and then it's just like,
I thought
boom,
you would like
right?
them, honey.
Dude, it's horrible, man. You're like, oh, Tigra, right, or something, and the next thing you know, it's like just bootylicious over there on your explore page.
I'll follow people back. And I wouldn't say it's like others. Their stuff's not that great, but like honestly, sometimes I follow people back. One, because it probably makes them feel good that like someone's following them back. Two, it's like I want to watch this person progress. I want to see if they
Mm,
stick to it.
right.
I want to see them grow and progress. So yeah, it might look like, a 38-year-old guy taking photos that you might think a 12-year-old took, but like you never know. Like, I kind of
Right,
want to like
right.
follow people and see like when they grow and be surprised. You know?
Yeah, dude. I definitely agree with that. And I think that, like I said, like within those last 2 years, man, that just kind of went, you know. I just messaged somebody recently and I was like, dude, like I took my 6 months off from Instagram and I came
Mm.
back. David, DMC
Oh
photography.
yeah, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
And
I
yeah,
go
I was
ahead.
like, bro, like, and I messaged him like, dude, I'm just coming back, bro, and I'm catching up with your stuff, dude. Like, your stuff looks really good, bro, from the last time
Yes.
that I saw it, man. Like, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
like
met him
you were
in
saying,
person. I think it was during the time that Comic-Con, that New York Comic-Con was on. I didn't meet him at Comic-Con, but I met him around. I think they were having like a toy photographers meetup, and I went and he was there, and I met him for the first time.
yeah, he's
But
cool,
yes,
man.
his photography has gotten like
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
bad. Not that it
He's
was
Oh,
actually,
bad
that.
before, but you
yeah,
could see the improvement in his photography.
for
So
Oh
sure,
no,
dude.
his stuff's rad. Like one photo of his that I really love is that alien in like the fetal position with
Yeah.
the two, like in that like frozen chamber. Like that is just so dope to me.
So he's in that
yeah.
group that lighting group, the flash lighting group. He doesn't
Oh,
have a
okay.
flash yet, I don't think, but he'll share like, hey, this is a shot I'm doing because it's lighting in general, right? So some of the
Right.
guys that are in there, there's like 25 people in that group right now, and he'll
So
he'll he'll do it. It's like there he is,
he's
there he is.
he's lucky. We're gonna bring him up now, right here. You
There you
know.
go, there you go.
But yeah,
DMC.
his shots have gotten like extremely, like he's shooting really well, man. Look at this. Like
Mhm.
he's doing really, really nice stuff.
He went
And
in with that
not
probe lens,
now
you know.
it makes sense now. Like his lighting is, I gotta join his club, dude, because his
Yeah,
lighting is phenomenal, bro. I
yeah.
mean,
And
Yeah,
you know,
really,
I
we're
need to
really,
talking
get an
really
about
nice
invite.
stuff.
like what he's doing and things like that, man. So see that
Yeah.
he's so, and I was asking him about the Problens too. I'm like, dude, I know you got to start off at like F22 on those Problens. Is like, he's like, yep, yeah. He's like, I got my tripod and I'm just letting it run. And I'm like, damn, dude, you need a lot of power for that F22 for sure. You know,
Yeah.
crank that ISO up, right?
Do you know if he's using flash photography?
He's using all LEDs. The last time we were talking, we hopped on like 2 weeks ago on the call. He was
Mm,
still with it with the LEDs, and I'm like, dude, hell yeah, I like all of those. And
right.
we talk about like, hey, well, how many LEDs are you using? You know, or upload a BTS if you can. I usually go in there when the guys upload a photo, and I'll try to guess like, oh, the flash is coming over here, and your LEDs over here.
Right.
Um, but he's still with the LEDs, which is fine because like what I tell the guys, I'm like, dude, there's no right or wrong. Like if you want to use LEDs, cool, go for it.
Right.
But at least see understanding flash, one of these days you're gonna be like, man, let me try it. And even if you
So
do incorporate one flash in there,
right. So for me, the best part of it all is the setup process. Like that's the most fun that I have, is when I'm actually doing the setup and building the set and putting
yeah,
everything together. So like getting into flash photography is part of the setup. I think I'm gonna enjoy that. So I just
yeah,
I'm expanding my
yeah.
setup,
Your
So
arsenal, man. Yeah,
right. So I wanna do that. But and the other thing that I want to say about DMC is not a lot of people know how to shoot well with a probe lens,
yeah,
and
dude.
he does well.
Yeah, he's been knocking it out of the park for
Yeah.
sure.
So really,
Oh
really
yeah, that
awesome.
photo
And
is
this photo right here,
so dope, dude.
I think this is the actual packaging of this
I think you're right. Yeah.
yeah. So this is
Oh well,
Joe,
he yeah.
phenomenal.
It
Yeah,
looks
this
like a
is
movie scene.
So
yeah.
when he posted this photo on the group too, we were talking about it on the video call, and I was like, I said when I bounce the flash off a wall and it kind of engulfs the whole scene nicely, I said it's different when you have a lid on top of your diorama like he does here.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to use a flash in this case, right? Like if you're covering it, how are you going to bring it up? See, like he's got it up in there, or how are you going to give the flash that color? right? So I'll make something so that way they can be like, well, if the flash is always blue, you can't change the temperature on that unless you change the white balance. Well, then you can add gels to it, right? You can add a gel. You can even do a little soft box over it, add a gel, CTO gel to turn it orange. You can do those things, but if you cover it, how is the light going to go in now? Now you really got to stick this bulky flash into this super small diorama, and now you're really close. So now you're like, maybe it's just too overpowered, right? So then that's when you're like, you know what? Let me either bounce it or add an LED. This scene calls for LEDs, or this scene calls for flash. This scene calls for both, you know?
Yeah, the fact that he has this light, like this one right here, like literally sitting right on top of the figure, man, that's some brave stuff. Too. Yeah. That's some brave.
So he's got that one to go into the tank, and then the other one just kind of fills the foreground, right?
Right.
So
I don't think I've ever gotten a light this close to any figure. This is like it's like wow.
But it works so well, man, because it gives it like it starts off really strong in the tank, and then the other one just kind of fades away, you know, because it's a softer one on top. So
yeah, it's a. I mean, again, I'm gonna have to join this lighting group because you guys are.
So the plan is, I think we're doing a group call tomorrow at 8 Central.
Nice.
Yeah. So
you're an hour behind me, so that would be 9 o'clock for me.
Okay, gotcha.
Right now we're behind. Yes.
And I'll ask the guys. I'm like, hey, what works for y'all this week? You know, like last week we didn't do any. The few weeks before that we had one every Tuesday. And dude, we just meet up on Google Meet and we just talk. Nothing's recorded really. It's just more like real time.
Right. Just to meet up. Yeah, that's I mean, it's great.
And then everybody talks about like the setup that they got going on and like how they're lighting it.
Right.
And then we'll be like, what if you do this, you know, or what if you do that, or what if you try it with this, you know? So that way you can get like real feedback. Real feedback,
exactly.
Or be like, oh, you know, hey, I bounced it off the wall, and you're like, oh, dude, that's perfect, you know, or you know, it looks a little harsh. Did you want to go for harsh, or you know, you can still see a shine on there,
right?
You know, we'll move it a little bit this way, or feather the softbox.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah. So people out there, make sure you follow DMC. He is doing some remarkable stuff, man. Just like really good
hell of a guy too, man. Really great guy for sure.
Yeah. So Enders, look at Enders. Enders, what was your you haven't shot anything lately, have you, Enders?
No.
Enders with his dude. See, I can't do like all that glass stuff, man.
I know, isn't it amazing? It's just like wow, dude.
The stuff on the ground's real. I broke up plexi, and then the rest I made PNGs and put them in Photoshop.
Yeah, see, I use a lot of transparency and PNG things also to just kind of like layer stuff around. So
gotcha. Oh, that one's cool.
So let me ask you something. Do you think this shot would probably benefit from flash photography?
So like what I'm looking at right now, I see the green light is the light coming in from the back, right? And then the next color of light is that bluish, warmer one that's lighting his face.
Right.
And I'm guessing it was probably like maybe 1 or 2 LEDs that you had there in front. I'd say 2 LEDs, Enders.
Yeah, I think like one to the left, one to the right.
Yeah, one to the left, one to the right. And you see a little hot spot here.
Yeah, I moved it a little bit.
Yeah,
I think on the next one. Yeah.
You can definitely benefit from it. But so like if I were to shoot this shot like Enders did with the green in the back, and then I would put a flash in the front, maybe to the side, so the white is the flash, but I would keep the green in the back with an LED. Or I would probably even do like a flash in the back. I love putting the flash coming in from the back for some reason. Because is
that what you do? Is that what you do most of the time? Flash from the back?
Yeah, from the back, a little bit to the side, like 45 degrees coming back, and then bounce it off of something. Or if I'm not going to bounce, then I'll maybe bring in an LED as like a different temperature to kind of mimic if there's a light nearby. But that's usually my go-to is like bring it from the back, bounce it with a bounce card, and or use another flash, bounce it off another wall to fill in. But yeah, dude, this you can definitely do flash with this.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like the way that I like to do it, and what I like about it is that I can control the flash power and the ambient light power separately, so that if I want them to kind of blend a little bit more together, I can, or if I want to have more definition between both, you can too. And an example of that is if I drop the shutter speed a lot, then that LED light starts to bleed in more. It even kind of fades into the lens a little bit. I was like, you know what? Let me cut back on it. So just bring the shutter speed back up and cut away that ambient light. But the f-stop's always the same, right? So that flash power is never going to change.
Oh, that was my next question. So the flash stays at whatever f-stop you have. The only thing you're doing is just really adjusting the setting on the camera, right, for the shutter speed.
Yeah, for if I'm going to do an LED or bring the diorama, make the diorama brighter or darker.
Right. Okay.
Like the monitor in the background.
Right, because that'll allow more light to get in to the camera, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and a lot of the time when you look up here on the shutter speed dial, like the Fuji, that's why I love it, man, because I can just change it up here.
Oh,
and I don't have to go
okay.
into, like, you know,
right.
So I'm just like boom, boom, or on right here. But there is a little, like on this one, it says 250. There's an X.
Let me hold on. Let me bring you up
cool.
so that we can see. So we can. There we go.
So if you look at the shutter dial here, you see there's an X next to the 250.
Right.
There's usually an X around the 250 or the 200th mark. And it's either an X or it's a little lightning bolt, a flash bolt. Okay. And that's called the sync speed, right? So that means that your flash will sync up with that shutter speed at that shutter speed. So 250 or 200. So if you go over, a lot of guys, when they start off with flash, they go like over 250th of a second, and they'll notice that like the photo's half black.
Oh, okay.
You know? And they're like, man, why is my photo's half dark and the rest is bright, right?
Right.
And that's because now the shutter curtain doing this, like the light's coming in, and the shutter's too fast. So you're catching that second curtain coming up. Boom.
Right.
And that's the black part that you're catching from the shutter curtain.
So you're photographing the shutter.
Yeah, so you do have high speed sync on flashes. So if you wanted to shoot like, you know, at 1/8,000th of a second, you literally could do that. But now you need even more power from these guys.
Now, when you say more power from the flash, are you talking about like
the intensity, more watts, right? So what do you call it? The I forgot how they describe it, but it's like the watts per flash. So smaller flashes have less power output than like a 60 watt flash, or like one of those. You ever seen those big old flash like Godox cells, and they're like these big, they look like rectangles,
right?
And it's kind of like with LEDs too, right? You have your little pocket LEDs that everyone uses, and then you have like the big LEDs that like you have to mount.
Right.
And that's like more power now.
Oh, okay.
You know, so essentially you could buy some of those really massive LED panels that are super strong, and dude, you'll have a field day with that.
Jesus Christ.
You can even bounce that. You can bounce that off of a wall. It's kind of like what they use in movies at that point,
right?
You know, or put a scrim or whatever. But it needs a lot of power, and your room is probably going to get really hot. And then those are going to overpower. They're going to overheat. So you need a fan on them because it's constantly running, you know. So that's why for me, like flash, if I have to use full power on these flashes right here, it's very rare. And that's when I'm shooting like f/16, ISO 400.
Right.
You know, and I kind of like, oh shit, like I need a maybe, I've hit full power on the flash and it's still dark. Let me open up the aperture, right, to let more light in, or let me open up the ISO.
So I always tell people, I always say on the show, because I know we talk about like ISO and aperture and f-stop, and I want people to learn their cameras, right? Learn the settings and all that, because you know, for someone watching this might seem like, what the hell are they talking about, right? But it's not as hard as people might think it is. You know, when you get a new camera and, you know, you're excited and all of a sudden you start shooting and you always have it on auto, right? But you kind of want to change it up, and all those buttons. If you learn the camera, you will have so much more fun shooting. Even if you're not shooting toy photography, just photography in itself, you're going to have a lot more fun. So I beg them to learn their stuff. We try to teach them here, but you got to know some of the stuff, you know?
Dude, I do a handful of one-on-ones in person. A lot of them are my past clients. They'll be like, hey, like I bought a camera and I want to use it. So we'll do like a 6-week course thing where I go out with them once a week and we'll meet somewhere. And we'll go like dive into the camera like hard.
Wow, in person. Yeah.
Wow. And I spend an hour with them for 6 weeks. And usually by the first class, the first day, they're like, oh my God. Like
they get it, right? Like, it's like a light bulb went off.
Yeah, like light bulb went off, you know. And it's cool because I get to pass that on and teach them that, hey, you know what, they're gonna take photos of their kids now or something.
Right.
It's like, I wish I had YouTube when I was learning this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people learn having, you know, physically like moving stuff and being told like, hey, do this now. And a lot of people don't learn watching a YouTube video.
Right. A lot. You're right, because I'm a big learner. Like if you hold the camera in front of me and you show me, I'll do it. I'll remember.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like, oh, okay, now I know what to do and stuff like that, and I can take it from there. So I get it. Some people just like that in-person training, you know?
Yep.
None of that Zoom bullshit.
Yeah. And that's what we did on some of these calls, man, for that lighting group. I mean, the guys got on there, and so it's me talking, and then I'll have another camera pointed at the setup, and I'm like, check it out, guys.
Right.
This is what the photo looks like before lights, right? And then I'm going to turn this flash on, and we're just going to go volume up on it. You know, volume up, volume down.
Right.
And see, it's coming up. Boom, that's good. Like adding salt, right? And then now I'm going to bounce it off the wall so you can see. And they're like, holy dude, that looks badass. Like it's ready to go. And I'm like, that's how easy it is, dude.
Right.
And they're like, man, okay, but how do you connect it and how do you trigger it?
Right. Exactly. Those are a lot of the questions.
Start with one flash. Like start with one flash, bounce it off your wall. You don't even have to have a modifier, and you'll be like, now I can shoot daylight scenes, you know?
Right, exactly.
But then you can also make it a night scene if you change your white balance, right? If you're in post and you go to edit the photo and you're like, you know what, this looks great at 5800, looks nice in afternoon light, right? But then I'm going to make it nighttime. Let me go, you know, and make it more blue on the white balance. Cooler. And now it looks like nighttime.
Right, exactly. Yeah, man, that's just, if you learn the process, it would be so much more fun. I tell people that it's just a lot more fun if you learn how to do it, you know?
Yep.
Yeah,
dude, I love it, man. I love the whole flash thing.
Yeah, no, that and now that I have you on, and I'm definitely gonna get some flash stuff because I really want to learn that.
I'll send you the link to that group, dude. I'll send you through DMs. So you can just join it.
Oh, you will be hearing from me. I'll tell you that right
now. Yeah, the guys there are also like, it's pretty active. There's about, more than anything, there's about 5 of us that are always just, you know, active there. The other guys are looking, or they're trying to get a flash, or they'll ask questions and stuff. But for the calls, we normally have anywhere from 4 to 5 people on those calls, and it's good. It's usually the same guys. I know David DMC is one of them that's usually on there too. And again, he has all LEDs, but he's picking it up. He's like, okay, yeah, you know, because when the time comes and you do buy a flash if you want to, I mean, that's what, like 5-10 LEDs you don't have to charge anymore.
Right,
you know?
Exactly. Yes, I agree. I agree. And you know, and flashes, to be honest, flashes aren't that expensive.
No. A lot of the guys bought some of the guys on the group bought some off of Amazon for like $50 or something.
Right.
And then one of them even came with a trigger. I know John Emerald Knight was like, man, that's just, my walls aren't white like yours. And they're blue or something like that. but he has this huge projection screen. And I'm like, dude, bounce it off of that. And he's
Exactly.
like, oh, that's true. I'm like, that's only if you want to bounce it, because you can get a softbox, one of
Right,
these
and
foldable
just
ones, they're like $20 and just mount it on there.
so when you shoot it off the wall, you don't have a softbox, just straight up flash off the wall.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
bare bulb to the wall.
Got
And
it.
now that is coming back, and now
Right.
it's so big, like it just pretty
You
much
see-
you can do a whole night scene on it.
Yeah.
There you go. See,
I have
What?
tons of
From the top,
where I
man.
shoot in my loft, tons of white
There you
walls
go.
to bounce things off.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
you'll
usually-
be in freaking heaven.
I usually point my softbox when I'm doing a shot, and I need like a nice overall light. I just bounce my soft light off the ceiling. My ceiling is white, and I get that
Oh,
nice. Yeah, I get that nice.
Yeah, it
set.
comes down, right?
Yeah,
Nice little-
and then what I start doing is I'll take, like, if I don't want a lot of light over here, I'll just get a board and just kind of set it on this side so that I'm getting a
yeah.
shade, so to speak, on
flag it
top.
with like a black,
Mhm.
you know, little black styrofoam or something.
Right, exactly, and I'll do that, or I'll have I have these sheets that come. I've shown them before, like, those packaging, when you get packaging and it looks, and they send these foam things.
Oh yeah.
It's just foam, right? So I have these big ones, like these cabinets that we ordered, and I'll drape that around
Yeah, dude.
the whole thing, and it gives me a nice soft light. So
Yeah, dude. It just kind of
But-
it makes it.
Real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do have to go.
oh yeah, and
Um,
we're almost at the 2-hour mark. It's like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
yeah.
Damn. Holy hell.
No, please keep going with the conversation. Keep going with the show. It's just I've been up since 3:45 this morning. So, yeah, dude, it was great having you on, Collector Zero. I actually wouldn't mind having you on again. It's been great.
Yeah.
Please send George that group, and I would like to join too. I might not say
Yeah,
anything.
man.
I might just sit there and absorb and write things down.
That's
And
perfect.
then the
That's
next time, be like, "Hey guys, and then
Look
chime
what
in.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
like,
that's what I tell
what
the
do
guys.
you
I'm like, don't
think?
feel obligated to be in here having to say something. Be active, right? That's it. That group is for you to go in, ask questions when you want, answer things when you want, get information when you want, and everything's free. There's no like pay anything. I do it because I want people to like, hey, you can shoot flash, and not be intimidated by it. And because I had a handful of people asking about it, and I was like, hey, well, who wants to join a group? And they're like, oh, all these people. I was like, hey, cool. And it's fun for me too. I enjoy talking about it, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, and let me tell you, dude, this is.
No, you definitely, and it's like I've known about like Flash, and I haven't been brave enough to try, but you convinced me, so I definitely want to join. And I know George was psyched about it because he's been like talking about really wanting to try it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like please send us the, especially me because I'm jumping off. Please, George, do not
Yes.
feel obligated to end the show.
No,
Keep
I mean,
talking.
honestly, I didn't realize that. I completely. Usually, I'm like, oh, we're at this hour mark, and we're at that, and then like we just been
No,
talking.
because
It's like, wow.
because Collector is a good guest. And
Yes,
yes, conversation, and that's what we want. So that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Do not feel obligated to end the show because I'm dog tired. No, I like to see
Dude, I
you.
talk a lot too, man. So
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Oh,
You get me
I
and you
tell
together.
George all the
forget
time
it.
I'm a talker. So I'm gonna get going. You guys,
Yes.
please don't feel obligated to end the show. Keep going. I'm just
Tomorrow
so
morning,
tired.
when you wake up tomorrow morning, we're still gonna be here. So you can join in the
Hey.
morning. Join in the morning.
If that's what you guys want to do, awesome. I'll
like
have
the
to watch
Terminator
movie.
going into the lava, just like
Right. All right, and
Yeah.
thank you for
No,
joining.
thank
us.
you.
Pleasure
Thank
meeting you,
you,
my
thank
man.
you, Collectors there. Hell yeah, dude, for sure. Definitely would like to have you on again, and definitely want to learn in that group. So please send it.
I
Yes.
shall let.
All right, Anders. Good night,
All
buddy.
right, guys.
Don't work too
Later.
hard. All right.
I can't catch Later.
So yeah, it's so funny, man. I didn't even realize that we were literally, it's 2 minutes before the 2 hour mark.
I just noticed that red thing up there when you said it, dude.
Yeah, me too. It's right here, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But yeah, But yeah, when I knew I was gonna get you on, that was one of the things that I told Enders. I was like, I definitely want to ask him about the flash photography because he uses flash and his photos are amazing. I was like, I gotta,
dude. And there's so many modifiers out there, man. Like that, you'll modify that light to even have like little pinpoint light, like grids to avoid like overspill. But I like to do the whole softer wraparound light and then just kind of hunch it with a fill light and maybe chisel it out with a little bit harsher light,
Yeah.
Do it like the very basic, very easiest way so that it looks clean too.
Right. No, I mean the more we've talked about it in this episode, like in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, which photos did I shoot that I could have been using? Like I'm going through my feed in my head. I'm like, damn, I could this.
Like a lot of your shots where you have the gladiators, the Mythic Legion stuff and all that, and sometimes I'm sure a lot of people out there, they start off with I have this daylight scene in my head, and then they start shooting it and they're like, damn, it looks like nighttime.
Right.
And it's like, I'm just gonna go with nighttime.
Right.
Because then they start moving lights and it's like, man, they start moving the LEDs away. And now the intensity of the light is gone, right? Because the further you move the light away, inverse square law, right? You move the light away, it just starts to like diminish.
Right.
So now you got to double the power because you went 2 times back, right?
Yep.
So, and then those LEDs, man, we're all stuck with the pocket LEDs. You can't really move that far behind. So now it's like, let me drag my shutter even more.
Right. Yeah.
So that's kind of.
I do not. I think 90% of my photos are all inside. I rarely shoot outside.
Yeah.
Really shoot outside. It's again because I can't control the lighting. I feel like I'm stuck. Like if like this, the Conan shot that everybody like talks and gives me shit about. This was all inside. This was in my office. Like just like with the and for this one I aimed the softbox up to the ceiling because I wanted that light.
Yeah, like an overall, like if they're in an arena kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, almost all my shots are inside shots. I think if I went through it, I can. This is an outside shot.
Oh, that's straight up outdoors.
Yeah, that's completely outside. I don't have a BTS. I mean, it was too simple. This is outside. What else is outside? This is outside.
The snow one, right?
Yeah.
You can always tell when the snow ones are outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the scale of the snow, like right off the bat, you're like, that's real snow.
Oh, I see. It's almost like the grass conversation that we just had.
Yeah, not as bad, but you can tell because of the scale and because the actual snow, like you can see like it shines. You know what I mean? With the little tiny bits here and there. That was cool, dude.
This is outside also.
That was awesome.
This is my kids' playground thing in the background.
Oh, I see.
Little slide. So, but again, the majority of my shots are all inside. I mean, I think honestly those are probably the only few that I've shot outside. You know,
and but even for those nighttime shots, man, that flash, dude. I'm telling you, for those like gangster ones that you have there.
Oh, for you talking about like let me see.
Like that one with the car where he's kind of like shooting out of the car and stuff. Yeah, dude.
I know a flash would benefit.
Definitely, because when you think of moonlight, right? You think of moonlight, it's all one color.
Right.
And then you have the street lights, and it's like it's either like some orange street lights, maybe a brake light here and there. Wow. You don't have like too many greens and purple. So that blue light covers everything. It covers your street. It covers, it gives everything a highlight, rim light all around, and you just kind of blanket the whole scene with that moonlight.
Yeah.
Right. Because of the black parts of the diorama setups, it eats up light too. Like the pavement eats up that light.
Yeah. But yeah, most of my shots are all inside. This was an outside shot too, but it looks I love it. It
looks really nice, yeah.
I love it, but I wish I would have added. And it's so funny because every time we post something like I should have did something else. I wish I would have added a little more like sun, like like she was running.
It looks
out of the
cloudy,
woods.
but it looks cloudy. You mean like more like orange tones, or
Yeah, like more like there's like how when you step out of the woods into the sun, like you have that like that but yeah, like I said, most of my stuff is all inside, and I just use lights. But now, oh, the flashes are
now?
coming. The flashes are coming.
Yeah, man. And I mean, you don't even need much. You use one flash, dude, for all these setups, lighting these big buildings. I mean, I just got one of the dioramas from Mr. Spriggan, so it's got like these 3 windows, and I'm like, man, if I was using LEDs and I put the figure in the middle window, then the front window and the back window have to be lit up too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that it looks real. Because I'm not just going to put one LED through that one
Right.
window. So then now I have to get a bigger LED, or what am I going to do? So I use this sucker, right?
Yeah.
And it lit up all 3.
Yeah.
And then what I did was I raised it above the wall so that the lights, the little bit of the feathering, the softer light comes over the wall, and it still acts as a fill. Because my thing was more like dilapidated. Maybe there's a it's like natural sunlight coming in through this like broken down castle roof, right?
Right.
And then
right.
when I shot it over the shoulder of that statue, and then I came around the other way, and nothing changed but the angle because I wasn't on a tripod.
Right.
And I was like, oh, dude, I'm like, damn, I like that angle too. I was like, oh, cool. There you go. 2 different angles.
So just to be clear, when you shoot with the flash, you do not use a tripod. You're holding your camera in hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And I mean, with these cameras now, man, they have that IBIS, in-body stabilization.
Right.
This lens doesn't have lens stabilization.
Okay.
It's really old. I call it the Wally, because it's like
Right.
It takes forever. But you can handhold these guys a fair amount, like even up to like 1/5, 1/4 of a second, which is
Wow.
really low, and you'll still get a really crisp shot. And it's rare when I have to do that when I'm using LEDs. But yeah, dude, it's just I start off at
Yeah,
1/2 of a second and pop
yeah,
and flash.
we are gonna be talking because I do want to like try to like minimize I got like 8 tripods, dude. It's like I got tripods for everything, low, small ones, big ones, like short ones that hang out. It's like, yeah.
I have one, man. I don't even know where it is. And
wow. Man, you mean to tell me that most of the shots on your thing are just handheld? They're handheld.
Yeah, all of the shots literally are handheld, like
Wow.
all of them. I've never used a tripod for a toy photo. Like,
impressive. I gotta definitely do that, because that's gonna open up it's gonna open up my world where I can move and shoot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm kind of stuck in one spot because of the tripod, and
yeah, because you put the tripod, you line it up with the horizon there, and then you start moving everything in, right? Because you're looking at the screen, and then
right,
okay, cool, shoot, right? But once you're running around and you're like, oh, let me shoot it from here, let me shoot it from here. You're like,
it reminds me of what I do with my phone. Like, in the beginning when I use my phone for those angles, and I'm like, oh, this is a great angle. If I didn't need the tripod, I'd be like shooting all over the place, dude. That's
and you actually get the shots to keep them, and you can see exactly what it's going to look like. You're like, let me try these angles. Oh,
right.
Nice. And then you have the whole lighting is still there, and then you pop in like a wide angle, and now you have this whole wide angle lens, right?
Yeah.
And so you have 2 different ones. So I usually like to use I'll use a 23 mil if I want a wide shot, and then I'm like, cool, let me use a 60 mil macro to get like a close up of like the face.
Right.
And the lighting is the same. I just get the other lens, and I'm like, oh, just put the aperture exactly where the other one was. One was at f8, and then I get this one, and it's like, oh, let me just f8, because I know the light's going to be exactly the same.
Wow. Oh my God, this is I'm so happy to have you on and talk. Yeah, this is gonna, because I'm, like I said before, for me the process is the best part, like the setup and the because once I take that last photo, I'm like, oh, I'm done. Like, oh, it's over. Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
I gotta clean up.
Yeah.
Put my toys away.
Yeah. But yeah, look at that, man. I'm still shocked that we went past 2 hours, and it was just like, man, breeze. But yeah, but I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't want to keep you all night. And you know what? And I do. You are definitely coming back. Definitely coming back.
Let's do it.
Especially when I get all my Flash stuff and I'm done. I'm like, man, look what I did.
Dude, it's really easy, man, for sure. I'd be happy to teach you, bro. Teach you whatever it is I know. I mean, and same thing, like the LED stuff, man. I look at some of these guys shooting LED photos and I'm like, God damn, like if you put me on the tripod and then long exposure with a freaking shutter, like long shutter speeds, I'd be like, man, I gotta work at this.
Right.
Because now it's different.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I have like I can't even count how many LEDs I have. Probably like 12. You know,
oh, dude, what?
Yeah, I got Lume cubes, I got Lytras, I got the ones that are like these. I got like 4 of these.
Oh, I love those. I love that
yeah. I even have like these portable lights that actually, believe it or not, they work well. Like this. They see this? I don't have to screw it. I don't have to screw it in. It just kind of like, you know. And it changes the mode. You know, it gets brighter. Cool. It gets and I use this sometimes, and they work really well. I'm like, all right, I'm going to use this. And I got 2 of these. It's just like I got lights all over the place. But let me tell you, the Flash thing. I know the Flash thing is going to be a game changer. I know it. I know it's going to be a game changer. So
I think you'll love it, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, we normally talk about like if we picked anything up, if you have anything that you want to show, anything new. If you don't, not a big deal. I mean, I don't really have a ton of stuff except for my bear that I got from Mythic Legions. I actually, you know what? I'm impressed with this.
Did you show it on the last episode?
I might have. I think when I showed it, it was in the box, but this thing is humongous.
It was Geeked Out Click, another show that one of the guys, Sid, I think he was showing it. Dude, yeah, that thing is freaking huge, man.
Yeah. I didn't realize this, but it actually does have a tail.
Oh, dang. Yeah, dude.
See that? There it is.
Crazy, dude.
It has a tail and it's articulated, which is kind of weird. I was like, holy shit, it has a tail.
Dude, that is freaking nice, man.
Yeah, really nice. The 2 head sculpts, you know, that it comes with
because if you mount a figure on it, it looks. I mean, you can do that, right?
Yes, it actually comes with a saddle.
Oh,
like a saddle with a chain and all of that. Yeah, I left that in the box because I wasn't gonna use it. Yeah. But yeah, I was pretty impressed with that bear. Probably
like that Revenant Nightman when it comes out.
Yeah, really nice stuff. But that's about it. Oh, and I picked up a copy of, because I have not started this. Oh, here it is. I haven't read this, so I'm going to start the Absolute Batman.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the graphic novel. I think it has all the first six volume. I mean, the first 6 comics in it in one. So
I have not read the Absolute Batman.
Yeah, and people keep talking about it. I'm like, all right, I gotta read this. You know. So
and the figure, I think they just released the figure too. I think.
Man. I think it was a Hot Toys, is releasing it. It's like $300 or something or something like that. But I don't know if I haven't seen any figures in like 1/12 scale or anything like that. Not that I know of. You know.
Yeah.
But I know the Hot Toys is it might already be sold out. That thing is incredible.
I know there's some new Punisher comics out too that they just released. So I've been wanting to like run to the shop and pick them up. And I don't read a lot of comics, but I'm like, man, I want to go pick it up. And I like seeing the illustration. You know.
Right.
You know, I might not even read it. I'm like, hell yeah, that looks cool, you know.
Right, and it gives you ideas and what to shoot, you know.
Yeah, especially like posing stuff, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
posing diorama stuff, even some of the lighting in there, like that's classic.
Right.
You know.
Do you have any other socials besides Instagram? Where can people find you? That's it, just Instagram.
Just Instagram, yeah. Instagram. I know I'm on TikTok, but I never get on there. So it's probably like, I think I have like maybe 10 followers or something.
Right.
I know YouTube.
Right. Okay. do you do YouTube videos?
So whatever I upload as a BTS on Instagram, I just upload it on YouTube. But I usually forget. So that's
I
it.
know.
That's it, man. Those are mainly it. And I manage, well, obviously the Collector Zero one.
Right.
And then I have my business Instagram, and then I have my personal Instagram, which is more like street photography.
Right.
And it's just like too many.
I will give people out there a tip. If you want to follow from someone, if you have a private account, unless they absolutely know you, you're not going to get a follow. I don't follow private accounts because, you know, you click follow, and then all of a sudden all you see is cat and dog photos and family photos and birthday parties. I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
You're like, oh God. No, yeah. When it's private, it's like you can't be on socials and be private. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
so
maybe your OnlyFans can be private, but
right. But listen, I'm gonna wrap it up because it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I don't want to keep you here.
Bro, it's all good.
But listen, absolutely, thank you. I absolutely enjoyed this conversation.
Likewise, brother.
I learned a lot today. I will tell you that, and I will absolutely be reaching out to you. And expect to come on again because I think this was great. And the people have, if they didn't learn anything from this episode, I'm quitting. I'm out of here. You know,
dude, I'm totally down, man. I'm always up for these, always. But thanks for having me, man. You guys are great. I watch y'all all the time.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I love the humor you guys have and everything going on.
Cool.
So
we're not as crazy as Highly Posable is, you know.
Highly Posable, man. Those guys.
Highly Posable will always be Highly Posable. And that's awesome, you know. But we try. I like the whole photography thing and all that. So
yeah, I think a lot of people do love that. So
yeah. So everyone catch Ender's Shadow on Instagram and all his other stuff. He has amazing stuff. We talked about DMC. Make sure you follow him. DMC Photography, really great stuff. Obviously, the Collector Zero. Catch Highly Posable every Friday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time if you want to hang and chill out. And catch Barely Posable, which is the reviews. That's KJ Smith, NYC, and Diggs Figs when they look at all the figures that they got during the week or whatever. And Mission Imposable every last Monday of the month. We're like a married couple. That's how we remember it. It's every last Monday of the month.
I like it.
At noon. But listen, thank you. And we'll have you back. Okay.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Good night, everyone. We're out.
We'll see you, my man.
Yeah, baby. Get down. Yo, good evening, agents. This message won't last. Mission Imposable, we moving fast. Starring Enders and Agent Variant 2. Toy photography crew, what we about to do. Posing figures in epic scenes. Lights flash bright, macro shots tight. Making toys fight. Imposable missions. We'll pass again, pose. This show gon' blow. Everybody knows. Enders on the set, directing the frame. Agent Variant sneaking, playing the game. From rooftops to streets, many worlds we create. Action figures for life, never hesitate. Mission Imposable, toys come alive. Figures domino, but we still thrive. Camera clicks quick, self-destruct in 5. Toy photo live, yeah, we have arrived.